Going live. We are live. Well. Okay, now we're live. Eventually. Gandalf, stop! Why can't you leave anything alone? Hold on. Fuck!
Yoink. I think, sirs, he is having some issues.
Seems like it.
With a putty tat. I thought I saw a putty tat. I did.
I saw a putty tat.
I did see a putty tat.
I did see a putty tat.
Oh my god. I don't know if you saw him scurry past as I sat down, but he knows I'm irritated. He's been good since we rescued this fucking cat. But
Now he's used to it.
Yeah.
I hope not. Every time she wakes up, he gets like interested and starts following her around. And he hasn't attacked anybody. More specifically, to my point, he hasn't attacked anybody or anything recently in his usual manner. Now he's got his head in the Christmas tree. Gandalf, don't.
You've already got your Christmas tree up?
So you've already got that shit up?
I'm sorry. Lizzie waits till at least after the day after Thanksgiving.
I hate
The day
Christmas.
after Thanksgiving, it all comes out.
I already shared my feelings on Christmas last night. In my more recent findings. Yes, about how Christmas is based completely on a falsehood.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, Christmas is not what people think it is, and that's saying something because I'm Christian.
They don't. It's just the Romans. The Romans literally went. Let's see what that hits. December 24th? No. That's the 25th. Oh, that's what day it'll be then. Okay, let's do that. They didn't fucking check into this shit. They just decided a fucking holiday because they needed a holiday. Everything the Romans did religiously was a political move. There was no faith base in it at all. It was all political.
Yeah, by the way, the 25th isn't even Jesus' birthday, which...
That's exactly my point. That they just like picked the day. They just went pew.
Yeah.
Like
Wait, it's not
they just picked the
It's
day.
not in January?
It's not in December.
They don't know when it is. That's the thing.
I thought it was around Easter.
I don't particularly know the date either. Easter isn't what people think it is either.
The thing about it is
pronounced Eshtar. It's because it's Eshtar Day. It's a freaking Persian thing.
They don't know when that happened. That's the thing. And this is all ifs, because as far as like scholars and historians have gotten, Jesus existed as a person, but what they can all they can really come down to, because they can't really find a lot in Roman, a lot of the Roman written history stuff, any references specifically to him. Most stuff is like passing phrases and mentions of a person named Jesus who might have been some kind of philosopher. That's the most like that people could come up with. Anyways, we fucking derailed everything. What was I checking? I was checking everything to make sure everything was okay. And then I was gonna get started. That's there. I'm trying a slightly different format for how I have my windows set up. Put all the character sheets on one, and then I put my owlbear separate from the stream's owlbear with the playbook moves, and then the SRD, and then my notes all in the same one. Let's see if I like it this way. Oh, that is the wrong note. There we go. Gotta get to my checklist. There we go. Yes, I have a checklist for each thing that's as things go on through the campaign. So now I will find our track, and we shall begin. Where is it? Oh yes, correct. Sorry, I was in the initiative.
Visual stimulant.
I was in the initiative screen. I forgot about it.
We need the initiative screen though.
I want the initiative screen too.
Let's see.
I'm on mine.
Let's do
Do better.
Oh, we should do battle music for this recap. Should I do
Let's
fight or should
charm
I
for
do
one more turn? I was right.
Yep. Let's see.
Oh my god, I hate dealing with BattleNet. I should have uninstalled Overwatch so long ago, and I've been dreading doing it because
I haven't had that shit installed for a long time.
I got rid of it a while back too.
Okay,
Probably about the same time you did.
let's recap.
Yeah.
So, the party chased Bro and Daravina, the weeping man, halfway across the world. Not really. A long ways over the seas. Caught up with him, retrieved the crystal that was stolen in a different combat a few weeks ago for your characters. After retrieving the crystal, you began to beeline it for the Prismatic Society, since the crystal had a crack in it that could be worsening and could eventually burst the crystal, releasing the one thing that you're set to deliver. And as you were passing the island of Stavig, around the eastern side, post-storm, the night before, a drake and a wyvern landed on the boat, informed you guys that you were being hunted by an iron dragon, where of which Manus immediately began plotting a way to deal with this problem. Leaving the ship, setting the ship on its course with Phoebe working the engines as best she can. You set up the tower that Manus carries with him. This special tower is quite impervious to most things. And began to taunt and call out the dragon with a visual illusion of the ship that he's chasing. Where in which you discovered that he was actually chasing after the scent of Jack. And then the fight ensued and has gone rather one-sided for the most part. And that is where we will pick up on... Well, I have it on Tulit and Yelsif.
Evan, what's going on with your mic, man?
I have no idea. Hold on. 1 second.
I was like, wait, what am I hearing?
Tulit and Yelsif's turn. Which I don't know if you guys said you were going to do anything yet. They're on the first floor still, which is why I have them moved off.
Wait to go out the door.
Okay. And then because I left this on.
Just send them.
I left this on Jug's turn, but I guess it didn't really register that I did that. Let's see. Do we have everybody in here?
I think so.
Oops.
We got Manus, Lex, Rivian, Octo, Jack, Jug on the second floor. And then we've got...
Oh no, I meant like in Owlbear. There's a Revian Jug.
Oh.
Viewers, you're missing Dose.
Oh. We are missing a couple people.
Oh, there we go. Gelatinous Cube has entered the chat.
I haven't been able to open it yet because I'm having issues. Oh.
I figured you probably were gonna wait because you got a few turns before yours.
Yeah, I do have Ethernet because I'm in my brother's room right now, so
that's good.
That works for me.
Okay, so new song. We pick up on Jug's turn. That is not set to shuffle or repeat. And fixing that. Okay, what would you like to do on your turn?
Alright, I'm gonna pull the same strategy. I'm gonna scramble over to Kaitora, snatch another arrow. I'll just grab a regular arrow. Does she still have more explosive ones?
One.
Yeah. Let me.
She has one more explosive one. We took the ammo down by one when he took the one. And she only
has in terms of Dungeon World mechanics, she has one ammo left on her arrows, her explosive arrows.
The count is taken. I would assume it counts as taking one if I grab it. I'd rather her use it.
That's for the explosive.
I'll say too many more, and it will probably count as one ammo before long, unless she shoots them.
I'm gonna go ahead and grab a regular arrow. Scramble back over to my little spot, and then fling another fucking arrow at Nargus.
Roll it up. Let's see what you got.
Fuck this guy.
Fuck this fucker. Channeling your
Nice,
inner,
right next to the
your
mic.
inner Reggie there. Fuck this fucking guy. This guy sucks.
I stinks.
You know what's funny is I don't actually know where the Reggie voice came from. It just kind of popped. That's how it happened when I opened my mouth. I didn't plan that.
I didn't plan that.
No,
It
I
just
really
happened,
didn't.
and
I was like,
Oh,
I
that's
got
awesome when that
I got
happens,
to the
though.
moment where you guys were supposed to meet him, and I was like, I don't know what his voice is. And then you guys like began to speak to him, and I was like, hey guys. I think that's what came out. I was like, I think that's his voice now.
Yeah. I didn't plan for Lupa's race to actually end up even being a race, but that happened too, so.
Alright, so what's the verdict on the fling?
I rolled a 14.
14, so mixed
so-
success. So, where's my fucking... Hang on. Slightly different setup for myself right now.
Yoink.
Juggernaut. 79, but with complications. Choose one.
I will draw the unwelcome attention.
What floor are you on?
2.
Second floor?
With everybody
Looks-
else.
He looks over and sees just a small hand.
Yeah.
And a fucking arrow fly at him. Roll my dice.
He's trying to think of how to hurt us while being in the middle of that building.
Yeah.
Alright. 2d8 plus d4 plus a d10. That's still up, isn't it?
What?
Gavin's presence.
The aura thing.
Minus's presence where we
Is it active for where he's at right now?
Let's see, I don't even know if Manus... I'll say yeah, Manus
like
can see
right
him.
beside him.
like right next to him, aren't I?
Yeah.
Start with d4. That's a 3. 8. 7.
Oh,
And
Damn
so
total.
far,
calculator. I didn't get the calculator out. My phone, I mean. What's
plus
the difference?
3 on
13.
my d10.
Last roll.
That's a 9.
21.
Indeed.
2. 22. Damage total.
22. Any piercing?
I don't know. Does the arrow have piercing? Since it's not using my gauntlets.
Well, you're not using a bow, and it's not Kaitora's shooting it, so it would just be base damage.
Fine by me. 22 directly to
Damage.
his fucking face.
There it is. Very well done.
I think
All
I
right,
hit him.
he's
Let me look
he's
out the
got some
window,
scuffs
check.
on him. He's looking rough. He's looking rough and unhappy.
Squeeze my head through the window like a
Wish
dog.
there was a
through
better
picket
way to
fence.
have this
Just-
cord, but there isn't. Okay. So next, that's the wrong. Next up is Revian, unless you'd like to move.
Good.
Oh, I'm gonna stay in my spot.
Okay. So as you fling the arrow out, I rolled badly. You fling the arrow out, and your hand brushes the outside air of the day, and you see the snout of a dragon snap in front of the window, and that very there was nothing directly out except for like an angle in the body, and then you just see a fucking head, and then it just
Oh my God.
withdraws. I rolled a 7. He doesn't have great dex. Next up is Revian.
Alright. What do I
Was I
got to
getting
do
something?
to summon this elemental?
What do you have to do to summon the elemental? I will tell you what you have to do. You get to roll an artificer move. Because it's the only way that this makes sense, and you'll understand why when I tell you.
Okay.
So, the artificer move is... Oh, he's back. Ooh, what does this button do? Not kidding. You roll plus intelligence, which is good news for you.
Yes,
When you attempt to activate an item you didn't create, roll plus intelligence. On a hit, the item is activated successfully. On a 10 plus, the item works better than intended. GM's choice. It doesn't use up any ammo. It has a beneficial side effect, etc. Those are explaining like possible ways that it could go right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So roll plus int. On a hit, the item is activated successfully when you full succeed. And it works better than intended, which means you summon an elemental, and we'll see from there. So roll plus intelligence, sir, and we will see. Oh, she found my pen, by the way. Do you want to know where it was?
Where?
This one, for this. My table here, I'm trying to point in the light so you can see. My table, right in there, this is my dining table. There are metal bars that run along the bottom, and there's like a cage, and it was stuck on this magnet side because it's flat. I don't know if you can see it very well. It's flat on one side. It was stuck to the bottom of it. She said she found it and she almost fell on the floor because she was laughing so hard.
I bet you your kid hit it there and wasn't even paying attention.
Oh, full on. He probably picked it up, walked off with it, and then fucking forgot he had it and stuck it to the bottom of the table.
I got a 22.
22. So it works better than
Yoink.
it works better than intended, and it is activated successfully. You now have a wind elemental. I put that little thing. Did I gave you guys the stats for it, right? Okay, I have it.
Yes, you gave me the stats.
Okay. Are you going to track it, or do you want me to track it with my side?
Well, I've got his HP beside his name on the token I gave
Because
him.
I can track his health and do all of that as long as you guys just know what he does.
He's got 4 armor.
Yeah, he's got 4 armor. He's got a D12 plus 1 damage and 2 piercing. Close and reach, which means he can hit something that's 10 feet away, so he can have one space between him and whatever he's hitting.
He's messy.
And he's got messy, so he gets an extra D4. And that's kind of it. He kind of moves around quickly. That's basically his thing.
Yeah. I
didn't decide on a modifier for him. I'm gonna roll 2d4 for his modifier. How about that? Because I don't feel like thinking of a number. Because I'm lazy. So he gets he has a +3 to have as his base modifier. Doing the same thing I did for Tulit, Yelsef, and Boar. Just give him an all-around. His modifier all around is just a +3. So kind of a jack of all trades sort of thing.
I was going to ask quickly, if I summon my wind like teacup tornado, would he be able to maintain it and move it for me?
Probably not, because it's a magically summoned tornado versus an elemental of wind nature in and of itself. Yours is magically based. He is a magical based creature that is closely tied to the elements.
But technically, because he's summoned by me, he's still connected to me.
Yes, but it's not the creature itself isn't magical. He's just magical by nature. They were born from the. I wouldn't even. Well, I say magical, but it's like essentially the elemental turmoil of the plane of wind is how they came about. So
Do I need
probably
to roll
not.
this initiative?
If you would like.
Or just keep it with mine.
Roll and add 3.
Can't have the elemental pull a Goku. Share your energy with me, and fucking move his tornado for him.
Yeah, no, they're kind of created by the winds collapsing in on themselves, and just, oh look, a thing that's alive, but it's also made of wind. It doesn't make any sense, but here it is.
You got a 20.
Force
Nice,
of nature.
very nice. Okay. I think Kaitora's -1 is gone. -1/+1. So I'm gonna take that off of her. Or at least by the time we get to her, it'll be gone. Okay, so that is your move for the turn. Would you like to use your movement?
No. I think we're good for now.
Okay.
I'm good.
So next up is Manus.
I sound alright now, right?
Yeah, you sound fine.
Yeah.
Was it? What happened, do you think?
I think the aux port on my laptop is broken. I think you were hearing through my laptop speakers, so I'm gonna have to figure that out. But I'm
That's
hooked up to
interesting.
my phone and it's running fine.
Interesting.
But yeah, I'm not scared now, right?
No, all known effects are gone from you. The only one dealing with something is Lex is still recovering after Jack freed his mind. Oh, Robert.
Yeah.
So after you left, what happened is the dragon used a charm breath, which is a thing that some people don't know about. He used a charm breath to charm Revian and Lex. Revian half succeeded, so he was only charmed for one turn. Lex, however, was charmed for multiple turns, of which you picked up on and used Mind Jack to command him back into not being fucking charmed by the dragon.
Okay, so I basically used my power of mind to make
Yeah.
his mind not be controlled by someone using their mind.
Yeah, you broke the magical effect for him so that he wasn't under the charm anymore.
That's what it was.
But
Like,
yeah,
the dragon
Manus,
has
you
mind
are
power?
freed up.
It's got a mind breath.
Oh, boy.
Yeah.
Mind breath.
All right. Not to sound like a broken record, but can I shoot him from where I'm at?
You ruled he was within range.
That's true. So, the reason every time you guys have asked to shoot him from inside the tower, and I get a little squirrely, is because arrow slots are very difficult. I don't know if you've ever seen how they're shaped, but when they cut the wall and they cut the stone, it's like this from the inside. It's like this, and then it comes to a narrow slot, and it's not. Jug could fit through it, but that's it. Like, maybe he would have to squeeze. They're not very big.
Would I be able to just go back on top of the tower and shoot at him? Then?
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. Is if you wanted to shoot him, you could go back up on top of the tower and shoot him. But
And technically, Jug has-
your weapon probably wouldn't shoot through the arrow slit.
All right. Well, Manus gets up and dusts himself off, kind of like recomposes himself, and then he makes his way up.
But yeah, that's why Jug's arm was out of the tower when I used that, and then like did all of that stuff behind the scenes. That's why I chose that sort of situation when he chose his complication, because he had to lean out a little bit to throw the arrow. Jug can fit,
Well, I stuck
but
my-
nobody else can. It doesn't help
So I
that he's
stuck my
at
head
the
out
corner.
like a dog going through a hole, or just my skin above my head goes back a little, and I'm just like, "Ugh."
Yeah, that's why the dragon is at the
I was like,
corner. Make it a little more difficult for those inside, so he's not getting poked at. All right, so you go up on top, and so I'm gonna move you to this corner of the tower, not because that's where you're at, obviously, but because I need separation visually so I can see where everybody's at. All of these people are on the second floor, all of these people are on the first floor, and you are on the third floor. It is not far enough in any distance on the top floor to have to worry about you running out of movement. So don't worry about moving your piece. We'll just leave it until you say you go back to the second floor, or if you do. And we'll do your attack. And if you want to use the rest of your movement and go back down, you can do that too. That is totally a thing you can do.
We'll see how this shot goes, and we'll see
Okay.
how confident I feel. All right. I'm not gonna spend a charge. Would you let me set down my like the force field generator that gives resistance to ranged attacks as a bonus action, or would that have to be an action?
That would probably be your full move to set that up, because you'd have to do a jury rig to get it ready.
All right, cool. I'll just shoot at him then.
Okay. So you load up, fire, go ahead and roll. Add dex if you're doing dex, or spend your charge if you would like.
16.
16, that's a mixed success. So on the volley, as per usual, complication as well as your damage.
I'll take the advantage to hit me.
Okay.
All right. Roll this.
And they can duck back in anyway.
No, I fucked it up. Go back.
22.
Yoink.
22, very nice. Full success, or no, not
With
full
two
success.
piercing.
That's all the damage. That's a lot of damage. Damn.
Yeah, Yeah,
How about a little more?
Okay, 22. Hold that number for a second. I was doing something. What was I doing?
No worries.
I was navigating screens and confusing myself. What was I about to do? I need to do the damage. I had something genuinely I was about to do. Oh! I was gonna click on you and do this. Here we go. Just so I have a visual representation of the +1 or -1, which is why I'm glad it doesn't have like any like a +1 next to it for the counter thing, because now I can just have a number there that means either you get a +1 against you or a -1 when you roll. Okay, 22 damage. Again.
With 2 piercing.
Okay, very nice.
We're liking those 20s, aren't we?
Yeah, staying in the 20 range, specifically 22 twice in a row. Okay. So next up, so are you staying there or are you going back under?
I'm just gonna go ahead and go back under.
Okay, smart move. Next up is Boar and Kaitora. Anything
Boar
for the both of them?
doesn't really have a ranged thing, does he?
Ooh, this is Vermintide music. It gets me every time. It's so good. Say that again.
Boar doesn't have any kind of ranged option, does he?
No, you asked me that last time. He has. I think I made the joke of he has a sword.
That's what I thought. Okay. Didn't
He
you?
can do
No,
sword
he's still on
And I don't think
hold
we're
for a
ready
second.
So he's
I
on
don't
door
think
duty
we're
right
ready
now.
to send him out. Yeah.
Kaitora,
What goes wrong?
I'll tell you right now, Kaitora wouldn't be able to shoot him because he's at an angle to the tower. She'd have to go all the way back upstairs, and that'd be more than 30 feet, I'm pretty sure.
Probably considering the stairs and their placement.
Because she'd be here from her last turn, if I remember correctly. So that'd be...
I'd at least bring her up to the second floor.
She could... she might be able to get to the top floor, but she wouldn't be able to go back down. But she can make it to the second floor. Do you want her on the second floor?
I'd get her to the second floor.
Okay. So here she is.
Pull her to the second floor.
So I'm thinking the stairs are like right over here in this corner.
Yeah.
What would you like her to do now? Just chill? Because I mean, like I said, she won't be able to shoot it. She'd have to
Is there any way she can assist anybody else?
Let's see. Most of her stuff is travel based for the most part. Not useless travel based, but it's like actually useful.
Yeah.
It's good travel based. And then the other stuff is based on her swords. And also researching whatever you're fighting.
Could we have her actively try and discern anything from it? Again? Because I know you rolled something for her passive, or whatever.
No, the only thing she's got going on is the Smaug's Belly, which is, +2 piercing, because she knows about the dragon. And also because of a success from Jug earlier on.
Alrighty.
I did feed them. They just
Yeah, she's on hold then.
scarfed it down. Huh? No. It does need some. I thought about that earlier, but I was busy. I don't think I was having a train of thought. What did you say? You were saying something.
Then she's on. I would say she's on hold until
Okay.
next turn on the second level.
Wait, so we could essentially just give her a hold move. She's waiting for an opportunity to take a shot. We'll do that.
More or less.
Drawing an arrow. Hell, I'll even pre-roll it. That's 10 plus what I say, 8. That's 18. Yeah. All right,
So you were able to light it on fire?
light what on fire?
The pre-roll.
Oh my god, that took me a second. Okay. Bruh.
Wow.
Okay. Aside from pre-rolls, Okay, so that's her turn done. So now we go back to Nargus, the Iron Mountain. So he's kind of like just outside what you saw, Jug. I'll give Jug the image. The rest of you can't really see him because he's at an angle, and he was like kind of leaned up, one claw on the side, standing kind of upright. And
I forgot to say, when Manus shot him, he shot it up in the air like a mortar shot, and it like came down. He didn't see him. He just like shot it up.
That's
and
cool.
Then just crawled right back down.
So as he stands above you all, or level with you all, I guess, because it's second floor, sort of level, slightly above. A little height difference.
He's looking down on us.
He's looking slightly down. But he kind of puts his eye up to that window that Jug had stuck his head out, and as he looks in, his voice comes through. I have to make my slight adjustments. I have to mute myself. The reason it takes me a second when I go to do his voice is I have to mute myself on stream, because it's hard to explain. So if I don't mute my mic on stream, it will hear double of whatever voice I'm trying to do, because if I have to put the hear myself on so that I can hear what the voice sounds like, make sure you guys can understand me. Anyways.
Coltane.
Oh no.
Come back, Coltane.
I'll wait until he comes back. But I'm going to turn it on and wait a moment. So I should be silent. Hopefully he comes back fast.
Is anybody else hoping his cat does something to piss him off and he yells at it while at that voice changer?
That'd be hilarious.
Gandalf the Grey.
Stomp now.
That crap would genuinely be funny.
He looks in through the window of the tower, as I said, and then he begins to speak.
So, you hide behind your adamantine, your archaic metal. I know the little town just up the beach. Surely they'd like a visit from me.
How you gonna get there? You can't fly.
And he turns and 80 feet double moves the other direction.
Disconnect from the land.
And he's begun bounding the other direction. And that is the end of his turn. Next up is the Wind Elemental.
Okay. The wind elemental can go quite a ways, you said, right? How far can he go?
Pretty far. As of right this second, you don't know, though, because he's about to attack you.
Oh.
He's not under your control yet. So
Thought
he's...
I had that under control because of the wind thing.
No, you opened it up. You haven't talked to him yet. That was the
Little caveat
second part
you
of your plan when you
decided not
originally...
to tell me?
Huh?
The little caveat you decided not to tell me about?
It was a part of your plan is to release him and then convince him to help you. That's not a instantaneous process.
About the need of convincing.
Well, like I said, it just says you summon a wind elemental. It doesn't say anything else, doesn't say anything about control. It's kind of like a wizard using gate to summon a demon by name. The demon's gonna appear. Now, that demon is not under your control, but it's there. That's kind of the situation right now. But when we talked originally, essentially what I told you was that because of your ability to speak to the wind, you have a very high likeliness of getting it to help you guys out. It's pretty unlikely that it's going to tell you no. In
That part I forgot about, though.
in Primordial. Okay. The good news is you're inside of a tower at full health. Where am I? Oh, yeah, wrong screen. I've got multiple nodes open with different things so that they're all separated. I'll pray to the gods that this doesn't hurt. But it might. Okay, you're, yeah. 4, 5, wait. 5. Yeah, 5 plus 2 piercing. Excuse me. So he just like, you open it,
3 armor, so I took 2 damage.
and the wind begins to kind of swirl up in front of you, and then you just like, it worked! And then it just fucking blasts you with air. So you see Revian.
Like a steam valve.
So you see Revian get like Jim Hawkins' Treasure Planet excited that he opened the fucking map, and he's like, I did it! And then he's fucking wind blasted. Lex, let's see. So last turn, you were freed. So this turn,
You said he was still charmed for 1 level, 1 more round before he was free.
I'm trying to remember. I think you were freed on the last round. So this is the round where you will have to chill with being charmed for a second. So for the moment, you are very head cluttered. You're not necessarily in that state you were in where you're like, I'm friends with the dragon, but you're in between like, I'm friends with him, and like, no, I'm not. What the fuck is that thought? You're kind of like collecting yourself in your head, putting yourself back together. Is there anything you would like to do? That doesn't involve attacking anything, because it would be unlikely.
Because I don't know if I can attack. In my current position, what would I really be able to do? Because I can't technically mess
I was just
with
asking
Earth
if you want to like move
way.
downstairs, move upstairs, if you want to do something while you're clearing your
I
head.
was gonna suggest everybody move to the front door. Can Manus like say that as soon as the dragon took off?
Oh yeah, definitely. I'll allow that.
Then I'll go to the front door then, just to...
Okay, so that would be this way. The stairs are here in this tower. The one thing I didn't put in because I felt like that might clutter the image up a bit, because there's like stairs here to the second floor, and then the hatch like right here that goes up to the roof, and that would be a lot of visual clutter, so I didn't bother with that. I just put the hatch. So you get on the stairs and you go up to the front door. Is that you good there? Next round you'll be next turn you'll be free and clear.
Sounds great.
Okay, Jack, anything for you? What would you like to do, sir? I can get rid of that note now. Oops. No, I clicked too many times. Scary things. Okay. Jack, are you there?
Yep.
Oh, there he is. Okay. What would you like to do with your turn, sir? The dragon has bolted away from what you heard.
Like a little bitch.
And he's going to go attack what you hear is a village. And Lex just bolted down the stairs while holding his head still, shaking a headache.
With Jack's personality, he would just feel morally inclined to have to help them. So he's basically just like, we gotta go help that village. There are a lot of innocent people are gonna die.
All right, so you're going down the stairs to the front door? Per Manus's call out?
Wait for me.
Okay, so you follow Jack down.
I'm not able to open the door unless it's on my turn, right? Because I think it just, I can't remember if it says that I have to have like an action or if I just have to utter a word.
I'm pulling it up. I don't think it's that, like, I'm not going to be that stingy about it. Where is it? When activated, tower's small door facing you. The door opens only at your command. Considering where we're at right now, I don't think I'm gonna like worry about making sure the door stays closed. The door can be opened. That's not like a big, huge deal. It doesn't even say that it's like an action or anything. It just says the door only opens at your command. So even if I guess
So
theoretically, if you mentally allow it, they can just open it.
all right, the second I saw the dragon run off, the door flew open.
Okay, so the door is opened.
So, everybody that can go out, let's go.
All right. So Jack moves downstairs. Tulit and Yelsif and Boar are already downstairs. At the
we
door.
want them to go ahead and head out.
Okay, so we'll have. I'll go ahead and move Boar as well. I'm gonna move all of these. Oops, shit. Move them over here because the door's here. So you guys are all out here. I'm gonna spread everyone out a little bit. You can all grab yourselves as you wish. So there you go.
Scandalous.
Next up is Jug. What'd you like to do, Jug?
He's running away.
Yes, he's bolting down the beach. He spoke of
a
village that would like his visit, and he is bolting down the beach post-haste.
Yeah, I ain't having any of that. Let's see. Quickest way to get over there is to have either Revian or Manus fling me over there somehow.
Well, I have a slight issue I have to deal with.
Yeah, you've got to
going upstairs and flying.
Yeah, you've got to charm the elemental. If I like just grab Manus and rush him up to the 3rd floor, can I have him shoot me on top of the dragon?
That's a question of
Manus wants to do it.
how Manus's cannon is shaped, and if it would fit a possum-sized man. Because I don't know what the exact shape of it is, and if that would work out.
Excuse me, sorry.
That's really my only concern, because that would work fine. The question is, would he fit?
I feel like he would.
You think he would fit in the cannon?
Like
We thought about it before.
We've always, like, I've always envisioned this cannon as like something Manus has to like mount onto the wall or like have like, mounted down. It's not like a handheld gun. It's like a mounted weapon with a very
Mortar.
large like yeah, it's like a mortar and a cannon. Like yeah,
Mortar.
We're a mortar now. Yeah, we're gonna mortar Jug now.
We've been trying
Only it's a cannon.
to do it for so long.
All right, so you're going up to the roof to hold for Manus to shoot you, and then Manus will meet you there, and we will pick up your turn there, and we will kind of combine everything together. So we'll move you to the roof.
Sounds great.
Boop. I wiggled you slightly. That means you're on the roof.
Hang on,
Yeah, you literally just went,
Back-
Okay, Revian's turn.
I'm gonna hold up my hand to this wind elemental and pressurize it slightly from the outside using just basic
Yep, just your
Wind
basic wind
magic.
abilities.
and tell it, I summoned you to help me. If you're not going to help me, then I don't need you to stay. Choose.
Roll plus charisma, and take an additional, I'll say, you can speak to wind spirits. So I was thinking a +2. I'm going to say +4 because you specifically can speak to the wind spirits. And this is not a wind spirit, but it is of the nature of wind, and it understands you pretty well. So go ahead and roll in plus charisma, +4.
17.
17. It will probably miss its next turn in terms of its move. Its movement it will be able to use, but it will spend its move contemplating and understanding, and then it will be able to move afterwards. So a slight delay in the message and in the processing of the message, but it understands.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna go up and just fly off the top
Okay, so that'd be...
in the direction I need to go.
So this time we actually do need to count the distance. So you are at the window, so that's about, let's see, 5-ish, 10-ish, so then you're on the roof. Some climbing. I'm not going to take away movement for climbing to the roof because I don't want to, because I haven't this whole time. So I'm just going to say you climb to the roof. That's... I'll say that's another 5 feet, so you got 15 feet left, so it'd be here. And then I guess from this square, it'd be just essentially whichever direction you want to go from there. 2 more squares, essentially. So taking flight in that direction. Next up is Manus. So we pick up Jug and Manus' turn together here. What are you guys doing?
Tell that thing to follow me, by the way, or ahead of me.
Oh, yeah, I was assuming it was going to follow you.
Would I be able to take Kaitora up with us to the top?
Yeah.
Alright, cool. Alright, so I'm gonna launch Jug.
Yep, Jug
me, Manus.
launching. Okay. So Jug climbs in the cannon. So this is going to be a combination of things here. So let's roll... I'm going to let you roll plus intelligence without using an energy. Because this is kind of a complex maneuver we're doing here.
Good old-fashioned gunpowder.
Because this isn't just, you know... this isn't just, you know, load a thing in a thing and then shoot it like you normally do every other moment. This is, you're really having to think about this. So you get to use your intelligence. So go ahead and roll that. And we will consider this just a volley with intelligence. Like you normally do. Jug?
12. Ooh, that's not low.
I'm gonna say roll plus Constitution. Or if you... No, it's your turn. You wouldn't be able to really use your reaction, would you? Doesn't really make any sense. Yeah, just... Well, it doesn't specify that's a reactionary move, does it? Hang on, let me read that again. Puny weapons can harm you when you deliberately ignore an attack and let it hit you. Do you deliberately ignore this cannon firing you and let it hit you?
I don't really have a choice. I'm kind of like ass in, just like, all right, do it.
We'll take that, I guess. We'll do that. So you can roll. Your puny weapons cannot harm me. Why does that name have to be so long? We'll call it puny weapons. So roll puny weapons and
Cannot harm me. All right, rolling. I'm using my Dollar Tree root beer dice.
oh yeah, those I put those things fucking away.
Yeah.
Those
I was
kept rolling
using
too
my blue
bad.
dice, and they didn't. So here we go. That is 11. Mixed success. Oh.
Choose one.
I really don't have. The other ones are for enemies.
They are. It is, isn't it? So armor, 10 armor. Okay, so we're going. Let's see. Manus, what's your damage die?
D8.
D8. I'm thinking about how I want to do this.
Would I add the modifiers for my bots?
For your what?
Like my bots that add damage to my rolls, because they add a +4 to my damage.
I don't think so.
Okay.
Because
cool.
this is
So
just
yeah,
a concussive
D8
blast hitting him from behind is the only reason he's taking damage. So I'm just
Yeah.
gonna do a D8. Yeah, and I can't reason anything else other than a D8. So that is a 6. So you are good, sir. You fly out the end of the barrel. No problem, no pain.
Do I have any movement left?
You do.
Would I be able to roll for Rocket Man to try and rocket down with a Kaitora down with everybody else?
Oh yeah, safely jump off the top of the tower. Yeah, that would work. I'd say you get your... I'd say if you roll well on that, we can replace your movement and say you can use your full 30 and get down without injuring yourself. The full 30 gifting you, a little bit of your movement back since you're using a move for the rest of your movement there. I'm being a little generous here. So that's... Nope, that's the wrong person. That was 95 feet, right? And we said it's far on the cannon.
Yes.
Okay. And you rolled... What was the roll?
12? Yeah, 12.
To shoot it?
Yeah, just for the...
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, Colton's computer.
Oh, his computer crashed.
Alright. Well, what I was about to say is he will move... I actually really like this ruler, because that's actually going to help me out with the dragon. I realized this, like, Thursday. I was like, oh shit, I could have been using the ruler thing to move him, and it would be way less confusing for me, because he's a larger creature. Okay, so he's going to move half the distance that he wanted to. So he's not going to land on the dragon. But that's the mixed success from shooting him out of the cannon. Again, now, if you guys are unfamiliar with the physics of it, he is shooting a thing, a living thing, that is not metal and is not malleable by shape like lead, out the end of a cannon. Let that sink in a little bit. So, Jug is going to land about there. And then we'll see what Jug wants to do when he gets back. So, Boar. He moves. We're gonna say that's a. We'll say he's right here, just outside the tower. How much movement in what direction do you want him to use?
He can get to there with double movement.
Mm-hmm. So double move to the other side of the rocks there?
Yeah, I like that.
Okay. Alright, so he will double move to right there.
Do I need to roll for Rocket Man to see if me and Kaitora can rocket down with the rest of the group?
Yes.
Alright.
So she'll come up to you and meet you there for your Rocket Man.
I rolled
Is there any way we
19 plus 4, 20,
Lots.
whatever.
Okay, so yeah. Is Rocket Man's a one that
It's
punishes
an
you for
artificer move.
failing? Well, no, I was just meaning like it doesn't have a. It isn't like you're super awesome at this. You get a thing extra. It's got complications, I think, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just
Okay,
like...
it's got complications. It doesn't reward you for succeeding. Okay. Sometimes I have to remember which ones are which, because some moves reward for doing really well, and some moves punish you slightly for doing mixed success. They're more specific to that. Okay. So, you have Rocket Man and 30 feet of movement back. We'll say this is you spending the rest of your movement as well as the whole of Kaitora's turn, and that's how we'll kind of flavor it here, since we're not using D&D mechanics, and we can be a little loosey-goosey. So you've got 30 feet to move as you wish, mostly in a straight line due to the nature of using a jetpack, essentially.
Alright. Forget, how do you group them together?
It's the tool just below the hand on the right, called Select. You draw a circle around them, or a square, depending on which tool you have. And then you just grab them both and move them. You have to like draw a thing around them, or if you use the square, yeah, there you go. You're able to drag them both together.
About right here?
Wherever you want. You can go 30 feet in whichever direction you'd like.
1 sec.
So if you want to try and pursue in that direction, that works as well.
Yeah, so we're...
It doesn't have to be perfectly straight. You can go because we have that tool to tell us how far you're going.
Directly at him with everybody else.
Yeah, I'll come...
If he gets his breath back, then he will have a cone of issues. Unless you can pocket that thing and take it with us real quick.
Huh?
Throw it at him.
Let me see.
Open
Does
it
it
on
take
top
an
of it?
act? I might be able to drop it on top of him. I have no idea. Is it an action or a bonus action for me to make it grow and shrink?
Hmm.
Well, I need to wait for the wind elemental to get out of it, so.
I'll answer that question in
would
just a
he be
moment.
able to be just squeezed out of it since he's wind?
Oh, that's true.
Technically, nothing would kill him for squishing. He's got air holes to squeeze out of.
You can use an action to place this 1 inch, so in this game it would be a single move. So that would be your move for the turn if you were to do that.
So at the beginning of your next turn, and then you move up after picking it up.
Okay. Yeah, I'll just leave it here for now then.
I mean, nobody can walk into it.
Yeah.
It's not like somebody's gonna walk up and steal it. They wouldn't be able to. Literally, by the nature of the item, they wouldn't be able to steal it. They'd have to pick it up and move it, which is also difficult because it goes 15 feet under the ground as well. I don't know if you guys knew that or not, but yeah, this also goes under the ground.
Oh, trust me, I knew
Why would
that.
he didn't get?
Guys, I know you. I figured you knew that, but yeah, it goes under the ground as well. So you're fine. It's not going to go anywhere.
It's going to leave a hole in the ground.
Probably quite a big one as well, because this is like
That's cool.
This is like a 10,000 ton fortress that you've dropped on the ground.
Such is the way when you're fighting dragons. But so Manus kind of just like quickly like grabs Kaitora by the waist and just like flies up like Rocketeer style.
Okay,
over
very
where
cool.
they are now.
I love that. Love that. All right, and she's like, she's less Hawkeye and Avengers and more what am I thinking of?
Legolas being
Less
held
like
a witch.
tense up. Yeah, just a little more relaxed about it. Leans into it.
Tense up, Legolas.
What a great character. What a well-acted character. Okay, so next up after that is the Iron Mountain is now going to bound another 80 feet. And this is where I will say... Fucking goddamn it. So I'm putting him there. And at this point, this is where I'm going to take him, and I'm going to... Oh, that's why it's not working. Ooh, do I do that? Let's not do that. I was going to remove it, but... Oh, I know what I can do. I need my GM screen to do this. What the fuck am I doing? Sorry, hang on. I'm confusing myself. Let it catch up a bit. Where?
Well, at least if we die, the thing he was following stays here.
Ah, there we go. That's what I was looking for.
Gloomy as fuck thought.
Yeah,
Just trying to make
I was
him
kind of thinking that as well.
disappear. Okay. So, we're gonna move into the Wind Elementals last. We're gonna do Wind Elemental, Lex, Jack, and then at the top of the round, we're gonna kind of go back into narrative here and move into sort of a chase scene where the thing that you're chasing is faster than you all, but you are indeed chasing after it. Does that make sense? We're not in a mechanical chase scene, we're in a narrative chase scene, if you will.
Gotcha.
Following in its wake. So, Wind Elemental is going to... I didn't write down what movement I was giving it, because, again, we invented this thing, like, on the fly. So I'm going to say... I don't remember what they have in D&D, but this isn't D&D, so I'm going to say it's got 45 feet. I'm going to be really generous with it, because it's a fucking Wind Elemental and it's fast as shit.
And it can go through a window.
Indeed. So it sits there, contemplating. It spends its move for the turn, processing what Revian has told it. And then, Revian, you feel the tension within your cone that you made release. Or your cylinder, not really a cone per se. And you feel a burst of wind behind you as I'm not on the right thing to measure his distance. As he goes out the window. It's trying to put it in specific squares, but that's fine. So about there, and he's just going to keep going this direction, I think. Complete disregard for self, because it's a wind elemental.
Yup.
Okay. What is that?
Colton still isn't back yet.
Oh, that's me. Yeah, I know.
Yeah, we were still waiting for Colton's reaction.
That's why I'm not super fast here.
Gotcha.
Restarted the computer a second ago.
Yeah, that's why I'm kind of taking my time here. Lex, no super duper rush, but what would you like to do on your turn, sir?
I have no idea.
Well, it went in this direction. If you're looking at the owlbear, I don't know if you are or not. To the northeast of the screen.
So dragon flew off.
No, it ran off because it can't fly.
Ran it. Oh yeah, because it can't fly. It ran us off.
Yep.
Okay.
We were hiding in impenetrable.
It started running down the beach after threatening to go and destroy a village. There he is. He's back.
Yay.
Don't worry, we're going slow. It's not your turn yet. We were kind of taking our time.
His turn's already been gone.
Yes.
Okay.
He has to react to what he did.
Oh, and you have the rest of your movement to use as well, Colton. Because you used what? Probably 10, 15 feet. So I was saying another 15 feet. If you would, I'll let you move it. But we're on Lex's turn right now, so do as you will.
Remember, for your turn, technically, the dragon was still here.
Damn it! That's still I couldn't get close enough to latch onto him.
You had your actual movement left, he said.
Some. Because he had to climb to the top of the tower. And then he held the rest of his turn.
Shit. I don't know. Can't run that fast. Let's move there, I guess.
Really, the only one that can is the wind elemental.
Hang on. Wait. If he would have been, where would he have been?
About here, I believe.
If I would have used my move, even the ground fears me. Could I have knocked him over before he ran?
He is. Would you like to roll and try?
I'll roll and try, yeah. With strength, get a high enough score. My dice will let me.
I have an idea. What I would do, but I don't know how long it would take me to do it, and on top of that, I'd need to get
my
really
dice
much
fucking
money.
suck today. Roll the 3, so I just fall over, I guess, when I hit the ground real hard.
Oh boy.
What's this move called? Even the ground fears me?
Yeah.
Where the fuck is it? There it is. You smash your fist in the ground, the earth trembles, roll plus strength. On a 10 plus, everyone in the area is knocked over and disoriented. Mixed success, you are also knocked down. You got a mixed success?
Yeah, so.
Okay,
I would've been knocked down too.
Because it's your strength, I wasn't expecting you to fail, but so this isn't me rubbing mud in your face. I was giving you an opportunity to discover for you and your friends. So party-wide, you guys now know that he cannot be knocked over, which is a little disappointing for Juck. You smash your fists in the ground and kind of fall over yourself, but he just kind of keeps bounding off. He is immune to being knocked over. He is immune to being knocked prone. Like, mechanically, he is immune to being prone.
Yeah.
Wow.
So...
Damn.
Yeah, and that's not even anything, that's part of it. I didn't change anything. That is the thing about the Iron Dragons, they are immune to being knocked prone. Which I think most dragons are, but I don't remember off the top of my head.
That makes sense.
So
I don't have to knock him over.
So that is that. Sorry to disappoint, but you had to find out some way.
That's about it.
Next, so we were doing Lex's turn. Lex, what did you want to do? You,
I am gonna roll Elemental Mastery because I'm gonna try something stupid.
Okay. Now, keep in mind, he's moved out of visual distance mostly. You can kind of roughly see which direction he went, but you don't have, like, direct line of sight currently. And he would be... I'll give you an idea.
But he is on the ground. And
Oops,
he is
that is not what I wanted to do.
Trail.
That is 14.
He's gonna be...
Son of a...
He's gonna be, like, very, very, very far away from you. Nearly, like, working towards 200 feet. Did you fail the roll? I didn't hear what you said. I did hear you speak, though.
I got 14.
14. And you're rolling Elemental Mastery?
Yes.
2 and 1 or 3 and 2?
1 or 3 and 2. Let me see. Let me look at this. I need to zoom in on this thing. It's hard to see. There we go. Okay. So 2 and 1 or 3 and 2. So I need to create. This is gonna be tough.
I wonder if the bow wash will sound like the water on the shore. I wanted to test this earlier while he's thinking. Kinda. I put it on kind of light. Yeah. That gives the right vibe. Eh?
What I would need.
That's a vibe.
It's a vibe. I had the seagulls on, but I was like, I don't know if I want to do the bow wash. That may sound wrong. So what do you think?
2 and 1.
2 and 1? Okay.
Because I would have picked 3 and 2, but I can't take damage twice.
Fair enough.
At least I don't think I can. But based on the way it says it, I don't think I'm allowed to do that. So,
I would say probably choose 2 different ones because you got 4 of them.
Yeah, exactly.
If you had
so
like 3 options, I might go for it, but you got 4 options there. So.
Yeah, 2 and 1. So I take 1d4 of damage, which I will roll now.
Mm-hmm. And then what are your tags, sir?
I took 2, so my health, my HP is no longer at 19. That is a different.
Oh no, we're not at max HP anymore during a boss fight. Imagine.
Oh, imagine this.
And it wasn't even to the fucking boss.
I'm picking tags create and strong.
They were mine.
So which 2 you said strong and which one?
Create and strong, and I took the D4.
Oh, create. I thought you said great. I was like, great. What the fuck does that mean? That's scary.
Create and strong. Okay,
create and strong. Okay. So what are you doing?
I make a big ass mech out of rock.
Oh god.
Yeah, that was the entire idea. That I control and use to fight the freaking dragon.
I'm gonna tell you, you're gonna move very, very slow.
Oh yeah.
Because this isn't something
this.
to chase a dragon with. But once you get there, you might be quite useful. And
however, I might be able to use wind to abuse that later.
Mech is a strong word. It would be more akin to what Manus is wearing, though. So you've got like some pretty thick, dense, like rock armor.
Ah, yes. Okay, that's
not gonna be like full mech suit, but
yeah, no, I was trying to make like this big thing out of stone that I can just control.
But
Just a little stone golem.
when you do arrive at the fight,
Yeah,
and if you take some hits,
except I'm in them.
yeah, sort of. So Lex begins, to cover himself in rock and look essentially like a stone-covered person. That is, it looks like swollen Lex with stone all over him. I don't know how to describe it exactly. He looks like a bunch of boulders thrown over a person and around a person. He's a boulder man instead of a snowman.
Instead of a snowman.
Built like a brick shit house.
Okay.
Get this dragon.
So your movement's going to be 25 from here on. You can still double move and stuff. Not this turn, but your movement will be 25 because you go very, very slow.
Speaking of movement, I forgot that Manus's breastplate ups his movement to 35.
Go ahead and take 5 more. That's okay. So next up is Jack. Jack, what would you like to do? Oh, also, Lex, you can also take your 25 feet, now 25 feet of movement. While we go on to Jack's turn. Yeah. Pick your direction. This way is the way that the dragon went.
Wouldn't my movement be hindered because of the rock?
25 feet, not 30.
Oh, yes, I see.
My, okay, so does he... Hold on.
Each block is supposed to be so...
Oh, there it is. Oh, by the way,
I would assume, like, about there. The block being
Yeah.
hindered.
Oh, by
What
the
you got,
way,
Jack?
I forgot to mention to you, I found the flash drive that had my stat chart on it. So
Oh, did you? Okay.
okay, yeah. So I'll just edit that instead. I was gonna say, I think I have the fastest mobility out of all of us, don't I?
By a roll, you do. And I would
By
say
a
that'd be
roll,
about 40.
Is
But
my,
you won't be able to
stick-
double move at 40. You'll be able to move regularly at 40, and then do another 30 for your. Wait, yeah. Because I would treat that as your movement move, since it's centered specifically around that, similar to Manus's Rocket Man.
Okay, so I'm just
So-
gonna move as far as I can.
Okay, so roll plus Dex. Ooh, I have to think about how we're gonna do this though, because if you mix success.
It's a D20, right?
Yeah, D20 plus Dex. I'm gonna say mixed success is 35 feet, full success is 40 feet.
16 plus dexterity.
Where are you? I don't even know where you're at. There you are.
So it's almost it's a 19.
Okay, yeah, so that's a full success, so you do get 40 feet.
Nice.
How far is 40 feet?
There is actually a measurement tool about halfway down on the thing. It's the little triangle thing in the middle on the right. And if you click on that, and then up at the top, there'll be like a person shape. And if you click that, when you pick up your token, it'll tell you how far you're moving it.
Character distances?
Yes. Yeah, it's exactly for that, and it will help you guys a lot.
I just realized something. Yours, I think I got the ability Elemental Armor. That is basically what I just did.
Shit, I clicked on the wrong one. Hang on.
And I'm just now realizing that.
Fuck.
But I
Getting
don't
used
have
to-
my paper with me, so I don't have it written down, but I think I had that.
Did you level up recently? That's the wrong screen.
No, I'm not sure, but I could
don't
have
know.
sworn I
Let me
got
look.
that ability.
Hang on. If you told me... Let's see. You have extended... The last thing that I have... Elemental Armor. There it is. Let me read it
Yep.
to you. Once I find it.
You surround yourself in a mastered element in order to protect yourself from attacks. While active, you gain +2 armor, but suffer -1 to elemental mastery rolls. Or
Okay.
+4 armor if you suffer a -2 roll, which can be reduced by affinity to strain.
Which of the two would you like to take there?
Ooh.
Honestly, if I personally, I'd take the 4 armor and just attack him with your diamond sword.
That's pretty much what I had.
It's just a
idea
stone
for.
knight.
Yeah.
Now, I will tell you...
Plus
Just,
4
go up
armor.
and just-
I will tell you, this is where we use a little bit of the Dungeon World side. This armor is going to be brittle. If you take hits from a dragon, parts of it will start to break away, and you will gradually lose and break pieces of armor. And you have a -2 to roll, and I'm going to keep the 25 feet, because I think that's kind of fair, because you're heavy. This isn't like... The stone isn't going to carry itself, essentially is what I'm saying. But you have 4 armor, and you will get there eventually, sir. So I'm coming. Thunk, 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 thunk. It's
I should be able to let myself fly in the net on
he's
my
Alphonse.
next turn, which should rectify. Just the stone Alphonse, oh my god.
He's Alphonse.
That's hilarious.
Brother, I'm coming.
No, now
Okay.
I'm gonna make a stone golem and just make freaking
Question.
Alphonse walking around.
Question.
Yes. in the narrative of everything that we're about to go through,
Mhm.
could I have the wind elemental get behind him and push him to keep him going faster than that? And they both move together until we reach the combat?
That's a good idea.
I don't
That way
think
he
so.
does not fall behind?
Honestly, the best you're going to get out of that is tripping him and making him fall. Most likely.
It's tripping.
Oh yeah, it's just like
I'll say that if for that to work, it's going to be. And pay attention here. It's going to be every turn. The elemental will have to make a roll to lift him, as well as, and it's a +3. It's not a lot. With Lex also having to like keep himself from tripping, because he's wearing like
Well,
possible multi-ton armor.
like I said, I can fly without a roll, so I can just make myself fly the next turn. And
Not
then
like this.
shoot. Not
You,
like this.
you're not
I
coming off the
probably have
ground
to
in
roll
stone
to
armor.
do
Again,
that.
multi-ton. I'm being very lenient with the speed here, because you have encased yourself in stone. That's
Yeah,
the
where you can
difficulty
lift
here.
off.
And you're not a small fellow.
No,
Oh,
You're not
no, I know
small, and
exactly
you are
what I'm
not-
gonna freaking do.
you're not light
Okay,
right now.
just checking.
It's the stone armor. It's a good idea. He's very heavy.
Yes.
He's only able to move it as much as he is because of his affinity with stone. If he wasn't what he is, he would be immobile. Because again, you start adding up to tons pretty quickly when it comes to stone. We all know this. And he's encased
Yep.
himself in stone. We're nearing
here's the problem.
We're nearing a ton.
I screwed up the roll. I intended to make this crap out of freaking crystal.
That would have been
fine.
slightly stronger, but probably would have broke away eventually. But it would have lasted a bit longer. And maybe
Technically could
wouldn't have
also
been quite
done
as
it out
heavy
of
either.
Diamond,
I was about to say, wouldn't have been
but
lighter?
I think
it would have been lighter.
that is.
is lighter.
I'm gonna hold on to that question. Maybe even write it down. We'll have to find out, because I don't know if diamond is heavier than rock or not, or if somebody wants to look it up
It's in
while it's
crystal,
not their turn.
not diamond.
So
I did say diamond after that though, because I could
Oh.
use diamond.
so
Diamond is a pure mineral, thus I think would be lighter than stone.
Jack,
Look that up.
you rolled a full success, and you've moved your 40 feet. Now you can take your move for your turn. So that was your movement part of your turn. So like Manus has Rocket Man, and he can use that for his movement rather than taking his regular 30 feet. So it's essentially an augmentation on his regular movement. That's essentially what you just did. So you guys watched Jack suddenly just fucking bound and just take off. And you get another 30 feet as well for your, if you want to use your, because obviously there's nothing to attack. So you are essentially your action or your move for the turn. You can take another 30 feet if you like.
Would that put me
Regular
right
double
here?
move thing.
Let's see, because you were here, so be there, about here. Okay.
So I just turned into the Hulk and just leap.
Yeah, you guys just watched Jack suddenly like tense up and then just bolt at a speed you haven't seen him move yet. Okay, next up is Tulit and Yelsif. Double move.
Yep, sticking with Boar. Those three I want stuck together like glue.
Where is he? Okay. Hang on, I'm gonna have to do
And-
this way.
However, we're gonna start this. I
Actually
planned
get pretty
on
far.
picking Jug up almost instantly. Boar would have probably been about this wherever they were because they were supposed to be standing together. You moved Boar back
He was
to the
he
door
was
and then
yes,
moved
you are correct. I forgot about that. So we'll say they're about like a little triangle
him.
formation here.
They would have been right beside each other.
Yeah, we'll put him there because he's got the defensive
We got
stuff.
the
Okay.
attackers and the defenders.
Assuming they stay that way. Okay, next is Jug. What would you like to do, Jug?
I will, since I've knocked myself
Wait.
over.
You
I
said you were going
forgot.
to do the
We're going
narrative
back
thing.
into narrative. We're out of initiative for now. We can keep this initiative if you guys like. Once we get back around to some form of combat, if we do. But for now, we are back in the narrative. Okay.
You're
So-
Well,
pacing.
then, narratively, I'm going to scramble up to my feet and like hold my arms up. Not looking towards where he went, I'm gonna lift my arms up and wait for
Revian,
Revian to pick me
ride.
up.
Uppies.
Puppies.
Okay.
Oh god.
Puppies!
So, I do have to ask though. So the wind elemental could catch up with the dragon. Do you want it to?
No, because then he would immediately get his ass killed.
Okay.
Without us. So
I do have to ask because it kind of has a command right now, and it's
specify.
like fucking add it. Okay, so it's going
to specify.
Okay.
Just keep up with us. That's why I was asking about if he could help the other guy.
All right. So
The stones.
I'll stay. It kind of follows behind all of you to not bluster you from in front, so that you're being blustered from behind instead.
My only question is, if I go far enough forward in this first round, would I be able to hit him with a lance?
Oh no, he's very far from where you're at.
Just
He's
checking.
like nearly 200 feet away,
Just checking.
and he's past the tree line. Jack would be the one that could probably see the back of him moving away, but he's moving out of sight. He's moving very, very quickly.
How
checking.
far is far range?
Far is like 90 plus,
120, wasn't it?
up to like 120-ish.
Okay, 120. I can remember how far it was because I remember my cannon
And
had far.
hang on, let me see, because he would be. So you'd be able to take a shot, I think.
I was about to say, if
he
I could
is-
mortar his ass, I would mortar him.
He would be. Where did I leave off? Yeah, you'd be able to hit him still. He's under the 120 mark. The problem
Would
is
I
there
be
are
able to take
trees
a
between
shot
you and him.
directly? Gotcha.
Well, okay, so I'm looking at the map
What
here.
about
That's not a
me?
good way to do it. By the time
I
you
can
all
fly.
gather together, I'm going to move away from this map, so I'll stop thinking by the map. I'm going to scroll and zoom out really wide shot here. So by the time you all gather together and then round the trees and you're all sprinting full speed as fast as you fucking can, Revian's flying overhead, there's a wind elemental following behind you. Jack is for some reason moving really fucking, like, he looks like, he's not quite Captain America, but he's like Bucky. He's definitely in that domain of like moving ridiculously quick for reasons you don't understand.
Wind element will keep up with the fastest person.
The wind element, so you want him to stay.
They don't reach the enemy first alone.
Okay. So the wind elemental, I think, would stay right behind probably Jack, because Jack is going to be out in front of you guys before long.
That way he does not hit alone. Regardless.
The only person that could probably keep up with Jack is probably you, Revian, which is, I think I told you it was a 35 with your thing active.
I think so.
You're the only one that's like in the domain that keeps up with him.
And I picked up Jug.
Okay, so you've got Jug, so you're, yeah. He's small, so I don't think that would really be a penalty.
That's the reason I picked him up.
Yeah, he's tiny. I'm not really worried about that. Okay. So you guys round the trees, and Manus looking for a shot as you round the tree line. You kind of line it up, and it's kind of one of those, you line it up and you're like, nah, it's not going to work. He's too far. And he just keeps bounding off down the beach. What would you guys like to do?
Would Manus be able to quickly collect the tower?
You would have to go back.
Alright,
We're in like
yeah,
full sprint chase scene here. If you want to go back and grab it, you could, but you will be... Of course, depending on what they want to do, you'd be left behind pretty heavily.
No, yeah, let's, can Manus
We're
just,
already
like,
going to be left
take
behind
his-
pretty heavily.
Can Manus just turn his jetpack on again and just, like, take off again, trying to catch up?
Yeah, absolutely.
He,
So-
once again, like, with Kaitora,
Yeah, so this will be narrative
like
narrative
this,
Rocket Man rather than mechanical. So you're like rocketing forward, and you're taking Kaitora with you.
yes.
Okay, and she's an elf. She weighs like a leaf, so no problem there.
Is there anybody the wind elemental can carry?
That's canon in this world, by the way. A lot of the rangers are actually able to walk on like the thin branches of trees and such. At least that's the rumors that some people would know. What was your question?
Is it possible for the wind elemental to carry anybody?
I'd say yeah, but it's not going to gain you anything. Because now it's a wind elemental that's carrying somebody. It's not going to do much. It's tricky because it's just essentially a tornado that has a brain that you can't see.
I was just wanting to be able to keep whoever might be the slowest. Well, aside from armored fellow to try and keep them up with the rest of us.
Okay, so because we've discovered the mechanics of this, Lex, if you want to roll an elemental mastery to try and speed yourself up, and we'll say that the wind elemental helps you, you can. But keep in mind, it's got that -2. Would you like to do that? Did I say Manus? I'm talking about Lex. I don't know who I said.
Yeah,
I'm talking about Lex. Oh, there you are.
Hello. What happened? Sorry, I was doing stuff.
So we're trying to just like discern ways to speed up here. And I said, if you want, you can try and roll another elemental mastery since we discovered the mechanics of how the armor thing works to try and keep up with the dragon. Not keep up with the dragon, but keep up with the group since you're the slowest one right now.
Roll another elemental mastery.
So,
actually,
but I said it's got a -2.
My idea was to roll elemental mastery and then like shove ground from the earth under me to launch myself as far as possible.
Oh, like a big rock piston, just like launching.
Maybe, but
All right, you earth elemental.
I'm assuming,
Avatar.
however, that would damage the rock armor on it.
that would probably damage the rock armor, as well as the distance is a concern. You're pretty far from the dragon now because he is
And you're very heavy.
fucked off.
And I'm extremely heavy.
So your options are you can try and like roll elemental mastery and speed yourself up somehow to try and be able to keep up with everybody, or other.
It's a shame I don't have a rocket to strap to your back.
Yeah.
Spare rocket laying around? Anybody?
Would you be able to roll for wind to have the wind elemental help you?
Okay.
Yep.
Oh shoot!
What's that?
I can do that. I can do that.
He
Okay.
is on friendly terms with me and my friends.
So
Yep.
I have idea. Okay. So I am going to roll elemental mastery again. Wish me luck. I hope this doesn't screw me over.
Yep. Don't forget at a
got
-2.
this.
-2.
Oh yeah.
Sucks.
Another 14. Son of a freaking.
Mixed success.
Okay, fine. This could work. I take a D4 damage because I have to do that, and
And could Manus heal him on the way?
Yeah, could I?
possible.
Yes. Sorry, I was muting myself so the bag didn't make a ridiculous noise as I opened it. Okay. Yeah. You could definitely heal him on the way.
I'm going to say strong and enchant,
Okay.
and I'm going to wind enchant this armor so that I can fly with it.
Oh.
And that's why I'm adding strong to the as the second attack.
Okay. So strong is going to lift you, but you're still going to go at 25 feet. So you were wearing a suit of armor. You have a sword made of nearly indestructible diamond by this point,
Diamond.
and you can fly in this armor that weighs near a ton.
Now,
Near-
since he's in the air, can the air elemental help push him further?
That's really loud. Hang on.
It is. The wind elemental.
Okay, so the wind elemental.
Now that he's airborne and in control of his movements, can the wind elemental help push him the extra little bit to keep up with us?
I'll give you 30 feet. I'll give you the 5 feet back.
3 feet back.
That
It's
works.
tricky because the reason I'm being so stingy about it is you have to remember we already had this thing about the stone, but he's
Yeah, he's heavy.
he's near a
I'm really
kilo.
like-
We're like 950.
Airborne
We're
now.
nearing a kilo. Like it's heavy.
At
It's
this
fuck.
rate, I could just fly above the dragon and drop on its head and see what happens.
He's
Just-
airborne. The
It's like
only
fly
reason
over it
it's
and then just belly flop.
Good news.
Cannonball!
Okay.
Oh, man.
So that works out. What are we doing now? Are we keeping up, or are we going to do any more to try and? Because the more of these types of moves that you're doing, you're losing distance on the dragon, except for Manus, who uses rockets again. So Manus and Jack are like kind of leading you guys up, as Lex kind of lifts up into the air and begins to move a little bit faster than he was.
I grab Jug and I'm gone.
Yeah, you've already got Jug. You've had Jug and you're moving at 35 per movement there.
Which is 70 total.
Yep, 70 total. I just meant like per individual.
Yeah.
Jug is.
My Rocket Man moves 35, right?
I'll say.
Or does it go 30? I didn't know if it went with my movement speed or not.
Yeah, because you've got that increased movement speed, so it'd be 35. You'd be moving at 70 per turn.
Awesome.
All right, so that's all of you moving now, except for the paladins who are slightly falling behind, which is that they'll catch up.
They don't have superpowers.
Boar is not having any problems. The other two are just fucking booking it. Two paladins of something that doesn't relate to speed at all.
Yeah.
Paladins of defense, literally. So, let's see. So we've had a lot of decent successes on rolls here. Let's do. Somebody roll a d20. And let's do. Let's add 3 to that. Just roll a d20 and add 3 to it. It's kind of 19. A party modifier. 19? Alright. So let's do. I know what I'm thinking. Okay. So you roll a 19. So you guys are like, you're making up a little bit of ground here. You know you're not going to catch him, but you will catch him up eventually if he stops somewhere pretty quickly. And you are moving along. And as you guys move down the beach, you see columns of what looks like smoke and various things of a town in the works of the day. Fireplaces, whatever it is that typically goes on in a town. And then you begin to see the beach kind of curve out kind of in this direction and kind of goes around. So it goes out and kind of comes around, and you can see out to where the town is, kind of sticking out from the edge of the palm trees and regular trees further back of the forest. What?
Could I give a sharp whistle to let people know something's up?
Well, hold on a moment. As you guys are moving along the beach and the town begins to hove into view, you're a little confused because you hear faint cannon fire in the distance. And I will say Lex and Manus, one of you can roll a spout. Both of you can roll a spout lore if you would like.
Ooh, okay.
15.
And what is that, for wisdom?
It's plus intelligence.
Plus intelligence. I didn't even know what my intelligence modifier
Yours is plus 2.
Oh, so that's an exact 20 then, because I just rolled 18.
Okay, so
Nice.
Manus, you vaguely remember what this is until Lex repads your knowledge, and you guys inform the group that this is essentially a Pontethan sort of like fort town. This isn't like a place you go to visit, and this isn't like a mercantile place. This is like specifically, think an army base. It's going to be families of the Navymen and the people in the Navy ships, and you suspect that is not them shooting at something. They are doing exercises, probably fleet deployment exercises of some kind. And that's probably what you're hearing.
Town?
You would know this port town. So that is a part of the success, is that you guys remember what this is. Hang on just a second. It'll take me a quick.
I definitely wanted to give a whistle.
So
to get
the town's name that you're running towards is called Lepricus. And the island that you're on is called Eridanos. It's strictly a Pontethan island. There's not really, again, it's not a mercantile place. It's not a visiting destination. This is a place that and it's relatively new. This hasn't been around. It's maybe, they've been building it for maybe the last like year or two, roughly. So it's under construction.
I definitely agree with Revian's whistle idea. We definitely need to let them know that something's coming.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. So Revian, while flying, begins to just fucking belt whistles just out like crazy. You definitely... No. Through your whistling, you aren't sure what the cause is, but you do certainly hear alarm bells, about 2 of them roughly, just in the distance. Ding, 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 ding. Sounds like, you know, your typical little port town, small town alarm bell to let everybody know something's wrong, or something's going on. And that is when you see a flash kind of to the right of the direction you're traveling down the beach. And then a few more seconds go by as you're just booking it as fast as you can. And you see another flash off in the distance. And after a few more moments of running and sprinting, and you're getting pretty close, you see the backs of buildings and a little entrance into where you can run into the town a bit. Not on a road, but it's kind of a gap between buildings of it looks like some kind of small square area. You see, as you're kind of getting into view distance of this, you see some smoke begin to rise, and it's gathering. Fresh fire. It's not into the atmosphere, but it's like definitely probably from those flashes, and that was probably the lightning breath. So, as you're approaching this, is there anything else you would like to do before you actually get physically to the town? Speak now or hold your peace.
I've got my weapon shifted to sword, I do believe, and I'm going to grab a handful of ball bearings, or have it prepped so I could grab them.
I already healed Lex, right?
Did he heal everybody or just Lex?
I'm gonna say just Lex because we didn't specify. I'm gonna be a little stickler for that because we didn't specify everybody.
What's going on generally? I had to take off my headphones.
Okay, so you guys are chasing. You see the back of the town approaching and hoving into view, and you saw 2 flashes. And after the second flash, and you got a little closer to the edge of the town, it's in visual distance, and you're getting closer. You see some columns of smoke go up in the air, some black, thick smoke, following the flashes of light. And I was essentially asking if there's anything that anyone would like to do before actually getting into the town. And Manus was asking about healing people, with which he healed Lex already, but he hasn't healed anyone else yet.
Yeah, does anybody else?
I'm missing 2 health. I just didn't know if anybody else.
Keep in mind, this will slow you down a bit.
Are you?
It's not much.
Okay, I won't worry about it then. There's nothing I need to do.
Okay, so we're all ready to move into the town? Okay.
Let's do it.
I just realized that I, about 5 minutes ago, meant to do a thing, and then I didn't do it. Bear with me one moment while I fix the map as I did last time.
Did I move everybody?
I forget. What are you asking? What?
Did I move everybody?
Not yet.
So you can get them off the map.
You will probably need to, but not yet. There. Okay. So instead of cluttering up the screen, I'll go ahead and unlock this map and delete it. Put down the new map.
I'm the map. I'm the map. I'm the map.
So you are all down on this end of the map here, coming in from this direction. You guys would be back here behind these buildings, like coming up towards this camp area. Let me make a slight adjustment for myself here. You're all... Oops, fucking hell. Fuck, let me do it! There we go. So you guys are all kind of in this direction here. Not in that exact formation. Arrange yourselves as you will, slightly off screen. But this is where you're running up to the town here. And yeah, there you go. So you guys are all there. Arrange yourselves as you wish.
Well, Lex has the elemental on his butt, keeping him going forward. Wherever he's at.
Okay. So
I've
give
got
me.
Jug on my shoulder.
So if you guys want to strategize for a moment, I'm going to do something really quick. I'm not getting up. I'm talking about here. Discuss amongst yourselves for a moment. If you would like to plan for a second, I'm going to do a couple of things as we move into this new section of whatever's about to happen.
For now.
Alright, so I'm probably going to try to set up somewhere in this building, depending on how the ruins are set up for cover. 'Cause I have a feeling he's going to be right here in the middle of town. So, is there any particular build?
Going up and over.
Okay.
And chunking Lex. Or not Lex, Jug.
Yeah, I'd say just throw me down on him. I'll start beating the shit out of him.
I have a
I
crazy
figure
idea.
Or Yelsif and Tulit will come through here.
Yeah, I figured they would come up through there. I have a crazy idea that I might try if he uses his lightning breath, but we will see.
This is a 10.
But yeah. Yeah, I think that's a 10.
Yeah, it's got like things coming out of
Yeah,
it.
it's got
You think we could have Kaitora heading over this direction to get on top of this building and shoot from here?
Yeah, I could probably take us
With-
both over there.
Yeah, with you, that'd be a good high vantage point to shoot from.
Yeah, so, yeah, me and Kaitor can head over to this building here.
So Jack, where you headed to? And Lex? You just gonna go straight in, Lex?
Probably.
All magical armor stuff?
Yep.
Finally whip out the diamond sword.
I'm ready.
Could I perhaps roll Elemental Mastery again? Because I have an idea.
In your prep?
I'd
Can
say
you
yeah.
roll it?
You can roll another elemental mastery if you'd
Okay,
like.
cool. Let's see. 'Cause if I don't screw this up, then this will be huge.
You don't have visual on the dragon, but keep that in mind.
I screwed it up.
Oh, come on, man. That's your thing.
That's a 9.
Well, whatever it was, it didn't go well.
Nope. Okay.
It would take like 2 turns to get over there, I think.
Okay, so what happens if I get a 9? Does that just complete freaking fail?
Yeah, it's about 2 turns or so to get over there.
If you roll less than 11, 10 or less is failure. Nothing happens.
Okay, then yeah. He just trips and falls on his face and gets back up and keeps walking.
Like, fuck.
He trips in the air since he's.
Anybody
Say,
asked?
he's
No
just
idea. He
landing
just
in
tripped.
midair.
It was just a little
He just
unfortunate moment there.
falls. He accidentally screws up with wind control, just kind of flops.
He invisible
Okay.
platform standing on.
What was the thing I was doing? Okay.
He no-clipped by accident.
That one split
No,
second.
he T-posed midair.
He was midair. He saw the world's geometry and became frightened. He
Let's
saw the
see.
wireframe. Alright, that's fine. At least it's not a huge consequence that he failed. Life goes on.
And we did do a fair amount of damage to the dragon that first couple rounds.
Yeah.
I know I did 20 damage to him at least twice.
I was doing like 12 pretty consistently and then 22 that last time, so. We're definitely not losing.
So, do we need to place ourselves on the edge of the map, or are we just bunching up where we want to go on the outside of the map?
You're coming in from that direction that you guys are at right now.
So we need to place ourselves here somewhere?
Ah, there we go. That's exactly the kind of thing I need. Perfect.
Yoink. By the way, Lex, I attached the wind elemental to your.
That doesn't mean much.
That'll make things a whole lot easier.
Yeah, we'll detach him when y'all get close to the dragon. Guess he'll do his own attack.
Ready for him to slug the dragon.
Hang on, I'm just about ready.
D12 with damage I've got sitting here. If I'm the one rolling damage for him. Which I figure I would be. He's under my control. Now. Anyway.
Okay.
Rocky one.
So, did we need to put our figure somewhere here? Since that's the direction we're coming from?
No, you got. I'm saying that like that. You're off the map, yes, but this is where you're at right now.
Okay.
Hang on, I'm just about ready. I'm just fixing a minor thing that's bothering me. The way that this is set up.
Does Kaitora still need that one above her head?
Why does that say that?
Oh, I think that's on my character.
Oh.
Oh, why is that? Maybe it's a typo on the thing. That's not a big deal. Oh, stop.
Gelatinous cube. The cuboid.
I hate when shit does this.
Gelatinous cube. Oh, hey, this is from Kingdoms of Amalur.
Yes, it is. It's called Fight.
I think I said that last time. I'm very familiar with it because it played while I was dying to bosses many times over.
Yes, it reminds you when you're in a bad place in that game.
Oh,
Okay.
yes.
So, we will go back to the top of the order. Jug attached to Revian. Are you going to use Revian's movement, or are you going to use your own?
Revians.
You gonna use Revian's? Okay.
Flying on his shoulder.
Revian. He's kind of basing his movement on you, so essentially what we'll do is you take your movement, and then he will take his move if he would like to.
My plan is to fly directly over the top of this building to see what's in the middle of the town.
Okay. So, dodging flames and such, go ahead and take your movement for your turn. Like normal. Don't forget about the measurement tool. It will help greatly.
Oh, yeah.
So you've got 35 is yours, yeah.
That one, yeah. I figured it out. That wasn't supposed to happen.
Oh, yeah, you'll have to do you guys separately with that one.
No.
No? Oh, cool.
I just accidentally moved him.
Okay. So flying through between the trees there, Revian, for you, you see he's across the way with several people around him, and he's like smashing carts and crates and boxes, shouting and calling for potions, and you see him actually scoop one up out of the hand of a person as he bashes them away, and they like fall to the ground and skid further away, and as he crushes it, and he like just crushes it basically in his mouth.
Could I shoot him with the lance before he drinks that to try and keep him from drinking it?
Probably not. There's between people and where he's at and the boxes and the carts and such, you might hit a person. Unless you want to hit a person.
Can I give a whistle to stumble him? Not necessarily drop him, just stumble him.
Indeed, you do have that as an ability and a thing you can do. Let's see. Remember exactly how this works.
Come on.
Because this is something you could do.
Yes. It is called Perfect Pitch. You whistle at a pitch that causes animals to flee, unlocks doors, shatters glass, and causes large targets to cover their ears Giving allies +1 forward.
Giving allies plus.
damn.
Ooh, yes, very nice. Okay.
Ooh, would that make all the people and civilians like drop down too? Make them easier to hit?
I can, well... But
So you're not going to
wouldn't
knock
want
him
the
down,
civilians.
but you will definitely scare the shit out of him.
I am focusing it on just him so that the civilians have more of a chance
Okay,
to
cool.
escape.
Okay, cool.
We want them out,
Yeah, I didn't want
or
them
we
to be
blow
like,
them up.
Yeah, I don't want to blow
We
any civilians up. I
We
don't-
know civilian killers if possible.
Yeah, no, I don't want to have any civilian. Please, that's
Okay,
like,
I need to roll.
let's do it.
That
was a morally gray way to prove the KD.
is a 17.
17. Okay. So you are able to whistle. Actually, I don't even think it's not even a.
Civilians.
I don't even
Not
think it's
really
a roll
the same
move.
thing, it just happens.
I did. Yeah, I was gonna say it just
Oh,
happens
no,
as far as I know.
it's an active. It's an active. It's a dynamic. It's not one of my passives.
It's an active.
I have to roll for it. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay. So yeah, you
I
whistle.
I have to focus that one.
So if it loads properly, you can do that. So he's got. You guys have +1 against him. He's got -1 against your stuff if it comes down to something like that. So he's got +1 forward against him right now, and that's not going to go away until somebody uses it, unlike the other stuff, because he wasn't. This is a particular thing, because those are normally for like volley and stuff like that. So this one will stay until somebody hits him. After somebody hits him, it will go away. So that's Manus, Revian, Jug. What would you like to do? Because you haven't used your move for the turn. Is there any sort of thing you want to do?
I haven't moved yet either.
Say Jug? Yeah, Jug. I meant Jug. I don't know if I said Jug or not.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
I think I'll just hang on to Revian because he can fly faster than I can run.
Yeah, I was about to say,
Okay.
you're in the middle of the building.
Just
and I
checking.
haven't had
Yeah.
a chance to launch
So
your
now-
resist, I had to whistle.
Now it is Manus' turn.
I'm... Here, hold on, I need to... So I'd be able to go about right here.
Or if you're double moving, you'd be
Yeah.
double that. That'd be 70
Yeah,
feet.
I'm gonna double... Can I double move with Kaitora here?
Yeah, Kaitora will follow you. She won't be, unless you're using your Rocket Man, but she won't be able to keep up
Okay.
quite as easily. But
Can I Rocket Man and double move?
yeah,
Okay.
so go ahead and roll
Yeah, I'm gonna do
Rocket
that.
Man.
Ooh, 6. Sputters out.
Ooh,
I
doesn't
used it
work.
Too much.
Say half normal movement for that, unfortunately. So be about 15 feet. It's like trying to take your running start and you kind of like trip slightly. You know what I mean? Like you come off the ground slightly, it doesn't work out, and then you kind of don't end up where you want to be.
So about right here.
Yeah.
He
Unfortunately.
does his double move. Does
Oh
he
yeah,
get
you don't
to
have
do
that.
regular?
You don't have that one against you now. Take that off. Okay.
Oh yeah, if I'm double moving, would that affect anything, or is it just?
Well, the next one you just take your move for your turn, so you just move your regular 35.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Yeah, your Rocket Man sputters out, and your movement is
You just don't get
Not helpful.
quite as far as you want it.
I'll move here, and what is the situation now after the whistle? How many, like, do I have a clear line of sight? Let me see
From where you're
how far
at,
away he is.
sort of. There's a little bit of fire on some of the stuff in this ruined house, so you can see it's very clearly been torn to pieces by him as he passed by. You can see where he's at, yeah, but not like in
Probably
detail.
see his wing tip.
Okay.
A little bit of fire between you and him, but
Yep.
you can see where he's at.
So I probably wouldn't be able to take a shot right now.
Probably not, considering that there's that pile of wood like burning and stuff, and then there's some rubble and stuff as well. And because you're on the ground, you've also got the pile of supplies and stuff in the middle of the town, as well as the people around him. Move which are currently
Yeah.
ducking, but again, still you're at ground level, not the same problem as Revian.
Gotcha. Okay.
I have clear line of sight over all.
Yeah,
of that.
you've got Revian has line of sight because he's flying. It's not quite as easy for you currently.
I would have hollered out right after whistle, dead ahead. He's healing. Fix it.
Would I be able to spend a charge to try and fire it like a mortar shot? Revian called it out.
Sure, but being the situation as it is, if you roll a failure and possibly on a mixed success as well, you might hit someone nearby. That is something to think about.
Absolutely full success.
It'll have to be a good roll until the civilians around him. Because I'm gonna say it's like they're kind of in this area. There's some here and there's some here. It's not like a crowd of people, but it's a few.
I'd say at least one round before they're gone.
Yeah, I'm not gonna risk it. I'll wait till I have a better line of sight.
It's clearly people that were working in this sort of like stone-made town center area that were working with whatever's here, as well as people in the buildings nearby that are coming out trying to run away.
I still have divine presence and magic weapon, right?
Yes, I would say so. Because nothing's really happened to try and shake that up at all.
As I walk up and like get into the building and everything, I call out and I say, "Nargus the Iron Mountain, you are not welcome here."
He just is over like you see as you run up. You see the crushing of the potion like over his open maw, and then you hear Revian whistle, and as he looks at you, he's just got this wild and there's just like potion leaking down his face, and he just looks mad, not angry mad, but mad.
Deranged.
Yes, very deranged.
Interesting.
All right.
Joker mad.
So Manus' turn. Next up is Boar and Kaitora.
Well, Boar would have probably stuck with and moved with Tulit and Yelsif when they moved.
Yeah, that's what I was
Because
thinking.
they wouldn't be able to attack anything, but they wouldn't want to be a target solo.
So you're gonna have him hold to move with them as a unit.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I like that too.
Okay.
I want
So we'll
those
decide
two
where they're
to
gonna
stay
go
close together
when we
as
get there.
possible.
So next is Kaitora.
Do we want Kaitora to come up with where I'm at, or do we want her to make her way towards this house, and I can make my way over there?
Would
Yeah,
she
what
be
is
able
her
to?
range?
Would she be able to hit the dragon from say here?
It's 80 feet. It's within, hang on, let me look at her thing again. Because I don't remember what I put on it. She might be able to hit it regardless. She's got near far, so no, she's fine.
Oh no, 60 feet will only get her about right here.
Yeah, she's got near far, she's fine. And she's got versatile, so she can do it at point blank ranges if she wanted to. So she can go full Legolas if she wanted.
Well, this is
So,
50
yeah.
feet. But that's her double move, so she wouldn't be able to attack anyway.
Yeah, she wouldn't be able to attack at this
So,
turn if she did
I'd
that.
rather her go this direction.
And keep in mind, she can't beeline. She'll have to go this way and then around.
Well,
or through.
I figured she went through here, and then kind of going out this wall.
Essentially
going
be.
down and around.
Oh, because she was about right there, I think. Yeah, that's 30 there. And then it's another 30-ish to into that room there, but that room
Yeah,
is
that's what I was saying, like,
enclosed.
right there.
This would be like walls up in
is
front
that
of her.
not a hole in the wall?
She could probably squeeze through that, yeah. But that's gonna half her
That's what I
movement
was
next turn.
Okay.
Like I said, she's got the range though. Her problem will be this shit here and civilians, which might not be as much of a problem soon.
Between her, he's tall.
Yes, that's what I was saying. Is like
Should she be able to see
once
over it?
once certain things start to happen, it might not be as much of a problem for her. But with active civilians on site, she's going to be a little more wary of just taking wild shots.
Oh yeah, the minute we get the civilians out, I'm just gonna lay into him like. Full
And I'm going to
artillery.
say the civilians are going to move 30 feet at the start of the round, so before Jug's turn.
They don't get a double move? That's mean.
Well, they're all currently cowering. Maybe on the next
That's
round, but for this round, it'll just be like,
They'd have to take their action to get up.
yeah, they got to get up and they
Yeah,
got to like
that's
regain their
pretty wide.
senses. They're like, there's a lot of factors here. They are frightened. They are like face to face, literally, with a dragon that is just madly devouring all the potions in town.
That's still a lot of distance though for 30 feet, so that's just fine anyway.
Yeah, they'll be able to get out of the way for the
building.
most part, but like I said, top of the round, they'll be able to start moving out of the way. Okay,
Alright.
so that's Kaitora. Now it comes to his turn. Okay, wow. This dragon sucks.
No breath, right?
Nope. I rolled it when you guys first rolled up after having used it a couple of times on some of the buildings here, but he didn't get it then, and he still didn't get it back now. Okay.
That's what you were talking about, destroying everything in the middle to get to us. Because it knows we're there. I didn't know if it would get more HP back if it ate civilians, so I distracted it with the whistle.
Yeah, no, I was really
Alerted
worried
it.
about the fact that he was just going to town. And
Okay. So, that didn't work out. So he is going to do not that. First, what was the range? Okay. So he is first going to move a bit and close some distance. So he's going to go 25 feet there. And then he's going to go... That's 50. Leaves him with 30 more. No. Because that'd be
That's
there.
40 right there. That's 20. You were at 20.
25.
And then you turn.
30, 40. Right? Yeah. 5 plus 5. Yeah. Okay, so about there is as far as he would go with his regular movement. Sorry, I was still in double move in my brain, so I had to walk that back a bit.
Insane in the membrane.
Distance here is what?
That.
Alright. Indeed. So, instead, he's going to do something else. And this time around, I'm going to use this die. I'm going to use the new one. Oh, that's not a bad roll. That is... Okay. Oh, well, I can only have one counter on him at a time, so that doesn't help me at all. I'll just hold on to it in my head. Okay, so next is the Wind Elemental, who has 45 meat. He's got 45 meat. So,
Well-
where do you want him to go?
He's still pushing Lex up to get to the
Yeah.
dragon.
He's still
quicker.
with Lex right now. But
So
it is
when
his
Lex
turn.
moves, well, it's technically Lex's turn then.
Mhm.
Wherever you go, he goes.
So Lex, it's your turn.
I
Double
see.
move would be
Okay. Okay. Dragon is smack in the middle, isn't he? Okay.
Mhm.
Well,
How far can I move from present where I am?
60 feet.
About that is about pretty much where I wanted to be. Actually, that's perfect. Okay.
Right here?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. Okay, so plan. I'm gonna roll Elemental Mastery. Depending on how I roll it, I will do a specific thing.
oh, you double
See what
move.
You can't really
wouldn't
see
be-
him very well, I don't think, from there. If you're
Yeah.
trying to hit him.
Yes.
That's an enclosed space.
That's exactly.
Did we only go 30 feet?
I was about to say, did he
30
go
and
30
30, 60.
Yeah, you got to
Oh,
remember
you don't
you're
have to
if
do
you
anything.
if you double move, you are out for the turn because that means you're using
You're
your
done.
Oh,
the spot in your turn where you normally do an attack.
back.
That slot is taken up by doing movement again.
If you want
Okay,
to
I'm
go
gonna
30
take
feet,
back
then
one
you
of
can do
those then.
something.
Okay, so just go, yeah, go back 30 feet.
About,
And
yep.
you are flying, so you also have line of sight to the dragon as well. And so you've seen pretty much everything that's happened. You saw him like crushing potions into his mouth. You saw everyone duck, and you saw him flinch from Revian's whistle, and then
I have, what was it?
and then you saw him come
-2.
charging forward.
I have -2 to elemental mastery rolls, I believe. So let me look at this.
Because of the armor.
That's a flat 20 then.
Nice.
Flat 20 for
Perfect,
elemental
okay.
mastery.
Yes.
Okay.
20 for elemental mastery because
Very
they're
nice.
-2.
Okay, so 2 and none or 3 and 1.
Okay, so let me see. 3 and 1, yeah. Okay, so from here I hit. I'm gonna say strong, and I'm gonna say create twice, and I am going to make myself armor out of diamond instead.
Okay. Slightly less brittle and breakable. And you will have to touch down to the ground to do this. That's the thing to keep in mind.
Exactly.
You lose your fly if you drop to the ground, or does it stay afterwards?
I'm gonna say because he's doing elemental
That's up
mastery
to
again. Because you've got a
yours.
lot of things going on at the same time. That the armor stays, but you're gonna lose the flight for right now. Because it's something that, unlike Revian, you have to kind of like
figured
turn that
would
on.
make sense.
Okay,
Yeah,
you'll
that's something you
turn
have
that
to
one
stir
back
up.
if you
Whereas
want.
Revian, that's just kind of a part of his nature.
Then I figured the wind elemental would have come up to me then. Because that would have touched him down, and the wind elemental wouldn't have been able to
Yeah,
push
the
him
wind
anymore.
elemental would have been confused, so it just kind of does, and that's between you and Lex, whatever you guys wanted to do.
I would have said it would have come up
And
this way.
I take another D4 damage.
Okay.
I was
Lex, are
supposed to
you
do
all right
D4
with
damage
separating
earlier,
from
so
the
I
wind
rolled that
elemental?
twice. Yes.
Okay. Shit, I clicked on the wrong window.
D4.
Had to detach that.
4. That is 4 damage for me. Oh boy.
Well, you were at full health.
My full health
was
is
17,
technically
wasn't it?
19. So.
Oh,
19
then,
is my full health. No, I was.
then you'd be at 15.
Go to 15. Yeah.
Yeah. All 17. That would technically be 13 because it was -4 damage.
You said your max was 7. It was 19.
Yes, but I had already taken damage earlier. That's why it says 17.
Man, it's healed.
No, he
you.
healed me.
And
Never
it's
mind. He
healed
healed me
you
earlier. Yes.
midway.
Okay. Yes.
So you'd be
Yes.
at
15. Yes. I forgot about that. Yes. 15.
Okay.
Exactly.
I was like, wait a minute, man. Don't
I was
try
like,
and
wait a
juke
minute. There's
yourself.
something.
Yeah,
Yeah, I was
No.
gonna say there's something I'm messing up here. I even thought of it too. Okay, that works. Perfect.
No GP, dragging ahead. We no longer protected.
Okay.
He's
Armor
not at
and
full health.
sword.
He is healed some.
Hang on, I'm checking something.
Armor and sword of diamond.
Is your Iron Mountain?
Over here playing Minecraft.
Okay, so you are heavier. So you're back down to 20. We're gonna say 20 now, because diamonds are specifically heavier than stone.
Oh, really?
Yes, they're a
Ooh, I like this
3.2.
time, then.
They're a 3.2 on the gravity scale, whereas stone is a 2.7.
Ooh, way heavier.
Yes, so you're much heavier.
Very
You're at 20
cool.
movement right now, especially without the wind elemental. You lost your little bump up, and you lost a little more speed.
That works for me. Okay.
Okay, so you have diamond armor. It's going to be less breakable. It will still be brittle and break off. It's not going to break off quite as easy.
Take more hits.
Yes, exactly. Okay. Is that all you would like to do for your turn? 'Cause I think that's all you can do,
I
'cause
don't
you've moved.
think there's anything else I can really
Okay.
do. So.
Jack, it is now your turn. What would you like to do, Jack? For your vantage point, you've heard some stuff go on, and then you saw Lex stop and rearmor himself. And then you saw a few of them run in the back of this, like, ruined house thing. This ruined building that's burning. What would you like to do, sir? Because then the paladins are next, I think, as well. Yes.
I'm thinking of sending them up here.
Okay.
That way we're not all completely together.
Okay. Are you going to... Let's see. You won't have line of sight, because this isn't like... this building isn't leveled. It's just like the roof has been ripped off and destroyed, and it's like on fire in parts. Some of the walls are still standing. So you don't have line of sight to any of your group or to the dragon, but you vaguely have an idea of where it's at. So you could shoot. You can still double move if you want.
He probably would have heard me holler at it. Say he's down in front of us.
You definitely heard a very, very loud whistle that you're familiar with from Revian.
Can I push up more?
Sorry, you're a little quiet.
So I can push up further?
Yeah, if you want to take so you'll lose your ability to do anything for the turn, but you'll get another 30 feet of movement. Okay, so you're going into the little tent area for the what looks like some military tents. And then the paladins.
Corner or breach? Fellas, you want him to peek, or you want him to stand out? Because he'll go for him.
Because I don't want to throw him to the fucking wolf.
Alright, so...
Or in this case, the dragon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Much worse than the wolf.
And did his defense go away? Or is that still active? And what
It's
was
hold. It doesn't really go away. I was
What
just going to
was
say it's still there, because...
2 or 3?
I say Boar, I think, has 1, and I think Yelsif has his 2 right now as well, because he automatically gets +1 no matter what, and he makes success on his last one. So Boar's got 1, no 4, 3. Boar's got 3. I can't fucking remember. Boar, I think, had a full success, and Yelsif didn't. So he has 2.
Okay.
I'm gonna go ahead and put that on them. I don't know why I didn't do that before.
Yoink.
Okay, there we go. I'm gonna change the color of this because that might be a little confusing. Put it to red so that you guys know what it means. Okay, so is that it for the paladins?
Without any long range options, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we go to the top of the round. The civilians flee. Jug, it is your turn. And depending on how long this round takes, this will be the last round for tonight.
I think I'll stick to Revian if he's flying, and then once it...
Wrong button.
After Revian moves, I'll move, so I'll just hold my turn.
I'd probably come out about right here.
Okay.
I think the best way to do this.
We're gonna call it after you might need to go because I gotta take a shower.
What's that?
I said I have to get up in the morning to go talk to my doctor. So is this what we're gonna call it after this?
Yeah, so we're gonna do one more round. We're just gonna go down the list, do the turns, and then we're gonna call it for the night.
Okay.
So once we go around the horn back to the top, back up to Jug's turn, that's where we'll end. So we'll just do, like I said, one round.
Do you want to launch, or do you want to jump from me?
And Manus, you're on deck as well, so keep that in mind.
I think Your full movement would have been only 70. You wouldn't be able to drop me
Oh wait,
on
no,
him.
I forgot to move one more space forward.
Oh yeah. You're extra 5 feet. I forgot about that.
Feet. So there's
So, yeah,
let's do it.
just launch me at him.
Launch you. Okay, so then I need to roll.
I believe it was
a
bluster.
Bluster.
We're getting them all out, every single way to throw Jug. Just do, fuck it, do it live.
21.
Very nice. Okay. So he's gonna go exactly where you want him to. What are we doing with this Jug?
Catch Jug. What am I doing with you? Or what are you doing with yourself?
Fucking get me on his like back or something. Give me enough where I can fly over and then right onto him. That's what I'm trying to do.
You are currently
Running at him.
30 feet away from him. Center mass. 30 feet.
And
Okay.
since I am now that I'm just gonna put myself right here next to him so I don't get buried. But since I'm on him now, I am going to carefully.
If he does that quake on somebody, how much damage would that do?
I mean, that's an interesting question. I don't know.
Sorry. Very, very large creatures being stood on pawn right now.
That would be. I mean,
damage.
the
So would it be
function,
piercing?
how the function of even the ground fears me works is just him smashing his fists down. So it would just be, that would just be a hack and slash. Because the move just makes the ground shift and knocks him prone. He's immune to prone.
Yes, but I was talking about using the ground shift internally to fuck with his organs.
Probably not gonna work. Dragon scale. That's
I don't
another
think that's
factor
gonna
here.
work.
It's not a
Actually,
move
thinking for a second,
angled
though.
at doing damage. It would just be a hack and slash in that case.
Yeah, I figured.
Because like the conditions of it, because I'll tell you why it wouldn't work. Because like when you smash your fist into the ground, the earth trembles. Roll plus strength, 10+. Everyone in the area is knocked down or disoriented. 7 to 9. You are also knocked down. So it's really not a whole lot. It's meant to knock things down. It doesn't really do anything else.
Did I do damage when I launched him?
1. Because I think it's by object, isn't it?
Yep.
That's the downside of bluster, is it's very weak. I don't get that.
Can't really use crush on him. I can't like crush scale.
Difficulty of a
If
creature
you
larger than you.
If you had prepped your gauntlet,
Everything's larger
would
than me,
the
but we can
launch
make
have
exceptions.
counted
The
as
dragon's
something
too big.
momentum?
I say larger than your ability to grab onto is more of what I mean, rather than larger than you. Larger than your wingspan.
I've tried to, I've tried to make it make sense by swinging around him, grabbing my tail. So, all right.
You've got a damage dealing landing thing or momentum thing, don't you? I just launched you at speed across this yard. So if you've got something that does damage when you hit something hard quickly, I would say use it.
That would be unstoppable force, but I'm just trying to stay on him.
Oh, well.
And unstoppable force would make me move, and I'm not gonna go through him. I would just like
Never mind then.
run into him real hard. I don't know. I think I'm just gonna fucking punch down on him.
Punching down.
I'm gonna give him the old chiropractic treat.
Nice.
Let's just land on him, and then he just hears, "Eat rat for me."
I was gonna say.
You get an extra +1, by the way.
Blame him in the-
Oh, 20 then. And finally, I'm using my actual gauntlets, so I'll get a D6 of messy. And here's the thing. Do I still have the D10 of damage?
Yeah,
Yeah, that's,
what? Yeah.
He's in that building right there.
Yeah, Manus can see him.
And
I'd
he
say
moved
so.
closer.
Let's say he moved closer, and They're probably like, where the fuck is, like, keeping their eyes on me. Alright. So, D10. D10
Oh,
for regular
fuck, I rolled it
D8.
over and I didn't get to see what it was. God damn it.
Am I allowed anything else after that launch?
That's your move and your movement for the turn.
That's what I thought. Keep checking.
What am I missing? Oh.
Pulling everything at once. Here we go.
Oh boy, here we go.
Oh boy.
Oh boy!
Oh boy.
8 on the D10, an 8 on the D8,
16.
and a 1 on the D6.
17.
17 with 2 piercing.
Ah, there it is. What is that? Holy shit balls. Okay, that's a number. I have to use a calculator for that. I don't fucking know. Why does that say that number? Hang on, I gotta do something here. Quick second, just some math. Okay, so I'm trying to figure out, my calculator said 162. No, that's not how much health he has. I don't know why it said that. I don't know what math I was doing. I might have just bumped it and maybe that's what it was. It is. I bumped the equals button and it added something else to it. Never mind. I figured it out. We're good. What was I about to do? Oh, yes. Something that you don't know. No, stop.
Need my number again?
Hang on. I'm doing a thing. Bear with me just one quick moment.
Gotta be quick. Oh, we can get through this thing.
Okay, sorry. Yeah, I know we're trying to hurry. I just was checking something really quick for things that you don't know. Okay. So, Jug, what are you doing? You're rolling your damage?
Yeah, I rolled it already.
Okay, what is the damage?
17 with 2 piercing.
Okay, so 17. Okay. What do you do?
I fucking am flung over on top of him, and as I'm flying down onto him, I just like rear my fist back, and then just right onto his fucking spine. Just bah!
Oh yeah, you definitely hear a couple cracks. You don't know if it helped or hurt, but you did something. It might have been one of those like, it hurts so good sort of things.
It hurts so good.
It definitely gave him a realignment. Manus, you are up, sir. Boar and Kaitora are on deck. Keep them in mind in terms of what you want them to do. Lex and Jack, be thinking of what you want to do when we get around to you guys. Keep in mind, his turn, Nargus's turn, is between you and your turns.
Boar, I was gonna have wait with the other two.
Okay, so Boar's gonna take his turn with the rest. I'm gonna change his initiative down to 10,
with it.
so that he's just with them.
That works.
So we'll just do that. Where do you go?
Have me to here.
What do I do? What the fuck?
Take a shot
Oh,
of it.
I know what I did. Oh no! I'm pushing all the wrong buttons. Woo! Fucking goddamn it! There we go. Woo. Sorry, I'm having like I am malfunctioning. Okay, Manus, what would you like to do, sir?
I moved him out of the house over to right in between, right here, and I'm gonna try and take a shot at the dragon.
Okay, go ahead. Roll a volley.
12.
Okay,
I'll
so
save
regular hit.
Alright. Then I roll damage.
Yep, roll damage and add of course, your divine presence.
I just realized I forgot to add an extra D6 to the damage because of the full success.
Why is that stopping?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, wow.
Ooh, 19.
I lagged very hard for a second.
19
heard
with 2
that.
piercing.
18, you say?
19 with 2
19.
piercing.
19 with 2 piercing.
Some nice damage.
Manus just yells, Jug, take cover, and then he just launches another artillery.
Alright, so you launch around, fire across his
play
face.
dead. Play dead and go over.
Kaitora's turn. Kaitora does.
Something similar. I was going to put her over where Manus is,
Okay.
and then
Yeah.
have her shoot an explosive.
So
arrow.
let me grab her here. So she'll go 5. I'll put her. Don't let me. It's doing squares. Okay, so we'll say that's 5 feet there to go through the hole. It's just awkward. And then we're gonna go. Oh, actually, that works out because it's a hole in the wall, so that would be 10 feet of her movement. It would be half movement to get through that little slot because it's not a big wide open thing for her to step through. Essentially like a broken window or something. Okay, so now she's got 20 more. So, where do you want her to go? About, what, here?
Probably a little bit further back.
There?
Yeah, I was about to
You
say,
can still hit from there, but
Yeah. She can hit from pretty much wherever you want her to. I don't know how close you want her.
yeah, I
keep
was
her
thinking
probably
about
right here.
Yeah.
Okay, so
and then a explosive arrow.
that is a 16. So regular volley. So do you want her to use explosive, or what would you like her to do?
What happens on a 16?
Mixed success. So do you want her to use? I'm trying to figure out what type of shot it is, and then we got to figure out what the complication is via volley.
We're doing an explosive shot, right?
That's what I was thinking of doing. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I was
Do it up.
thinking as well.
So what is the complication of the volley since she rolled a mixed success?
How about the minus damage?
Minus
That way
1d6
she's not Out
damage.
in the middle of nowhere. Yeah, that way she's not out in the middle of nowhere and she doesn't lose the shot. The ammo.
Yeah, I'd be cool with the less powerful attack.
Okay.
Especially considering she gets that D10 anyway.
Yeah.
Yes. So that is 6, 7 with her +1. Oof, I rolled a 6 on the d6 though. So that's...
1.
Wait, no, hang on. I'm mismathing here. 8, 9. So 3 with 2 piercing. Fuck.
Plus the D10.
That's with the d10. The d10 has the 7, and then the d8 was a 1. And then the d6 was a 6. And then she's also got a +1. Aside from that. So the piercing is going to save you here.
What'd she slap him for?
Uh, 2.
2 damage.
2 total. If you'd like to know.
Gotcha.
Yep.
Okay. Next is me. So,
Again, technically.
yes. What does he want to do? Oh, no. I know what he's going to do. I already
And
did
his
that a
turn
second
may be
ago.
the
That's
end.
what I was doing a second ago. When I said, wow, that's a big number. So, taking hits from here and there and everywhere. Oh shit, wait, hang on. Extra d6 of damage because of the explosive arrow. And that's a 6, so... Fuck.
She gave 8 damage then?
Yeah, that'd be 8 damage. I could just do it like normal.
Instead of 2, just add 6 or subtract 6.
Okay, there we go. All good.
Da-da-da-da.
Okay. So there's that fixed. So now he is going to... He takes a hit from Jug on the back. Looking around, trying to figure out what he's going to do next. He's now going to dart towards Manus. Directly at you, sir. So he's going to stop right in front of you.
Gotcha.
This fucking dragon sucks. I am not joking. I have rolled a 4 on every single one of his recoveries for his breath weapon. I have rolled a 4.
Serious?
I have rolled a 4 every single time.
Holy crap!
I'm not joking.
Like
Which is
only
why
rolled
I went
good,
ahead and just moved it.
twice. This entire like session we've done today, I've only rolled
So
good
he's going to
twice.
approach and get into melee with Manus, and at this range, he is going to do many things. He does not like Manus. Manus, you assume he may have figured something out.
Gotcha.
You pissed off a dragon
Yes, you did.
while you were
Tends to
gone.
happen when you.
Okay, so that's some big numbers. Okay. hang on.
Pray.
Yes, pray. Okay, full success.
Who's got potions?
Full success. Obviously mixed success. Okay.
I have 1 health potion. I think.
If I can survive it, I can get away and lots to cast big healing spells. I just.
Alright, so there's 1.
If you don't survive it, I'm gonna have the wind elemental grab your ass and pull you back.
So that's
That's what I was gonna say.
so that's 13 to start, and these that one has 1 piercing.
So I will.
That one's
I'll take 10.
That one's a lot bigger. So that's
So then you're at 12.
Yeah.
this one is, and don't forget you have increased armor from your new armor. I don't know if you have it.
No, yeah, I have that up.
Okay, just making sure.
Yeah.
This one is bigger. He rolled. I fucking accidentally. It's a low one, anyways. It's fine. Make sure I did that right.
Yes, kill him properly, sir.
Okay. I might. Because this one is 17. This one does not pierce.
Yeah, I'm down to 0.
You're
And-
down.
Yep, I'm 0 HP.
Yeah, as I said, he figured something out.
And
He
we
had
might
a-
have to end it there too, because it's 11:36.
Yes, it is. Well, whatever. Figure out what you want. The Lex and Jack, think of what you want to do on your turns, and we'll shotgun through these really quick. His turn takes the longest because he's a boss. He does a lot of things.
He does a lot of things.
He does a lot of things. 8. And if you were still standing, that'd be another 14. So,
So does.
if you do roll your last breath, if you do, not yet, you're gonna probably do it at like a -2.
Okay,
So keep that in mind.
gotcha.
Wheel up.
So wind elemental, what is he doing? Like I said, let's shotgun these quickly so that we can get everybody out of here that needs to leave.
Can he reach Manus in one move and come backwards
Who?
and pull him back?
The wind
The
elemental?
wind elemental. Can he reach
let's
Manus and pull
see.
him backward?
The trick is he's inside of a building.
Which he's a wind elemental. He can go through
Yes.
holes,
Problem is there's no holes directly.
and he
Let's
can
see.
also fly. So I figured he went over the building with me.
It's true. He could fly, so he could just go up or be up and then beeline it over to Manus to put him
Yes, and then I
adjacent.
was
So that's
thinking
35 there.
just
He's got 5 more feet.
pulling him this way as his action, just like
Enough.
grabbing him and pulling him.
Quit.
He's biting presence.
Stop. He's just.
He's just staring at me. Okay, so you
already
want him
got
to
presents?
move
Jesus.
Manus.
Well, you know what?
He's got 5 feet of movement left.
Does anybody have a way to heal him? They can get to him.
Yelsif.
No.
I have a potion
I was about to say,
that I can toss at somebody.
Do I
I'll
still
talk-
have the? Do I still have the cloak with the badges on it, and doesn't have any potions?
I don't think
Jack
it has a
or Lex had it. I don't know which one.
Let me check what it
I
says.
think we used the last one on it on the ship fight.
yeah.
I think we did too, but let me just check real quick. I gotta pull it up.
The problem is, I don't know if I'd even be able to get close enough to give it to him if it did have one.
Well, I have a potion on me. That's
I think
not
I do
with the
too.
cloak.
Oh,
I mean,
Manus.
I don't-
Gavin, I promise I don't hate you, but your 2 spells drop.
yeah, I figured as much.
I promise
No,
I don't
right.
hate you. It's mechanics. I promise. As I said, he figured something
No, I
out.
figured as much.
Yeah, he's got a very, very good. He's very perceptive. Dragons in general are, but that's why I went whoa, because he's got a very, very high perception.
No, there's no more potions attached to it.
Jesus.
Yeah, I
was
think you
about
used
to
all
say,
3.
Revving, your turn is before mine, so if you can get me a
My
potion and get me
turn
back.
is before Kaitora's. I was thinking of tossing it to her and then doing my action,
Gotcha.
and even if necessary, forfeiting my movement just to get it done, and have
Right
her
there.
pick you up.
The fact that we're fighting
just-
a dragon that's playing this theme makes it so much funnier.
So what's the plan here?
I want to hit with that wind elemental.
You want it to?
I
You
wanna
want the
hit
wind
him.
elemental to
I
hit
want
him?
to hit him.
Okay,
I
so
wanna
the
hit
wind elemental will have to move into. It's fucking. Hang on.
He's got reach. He's close enough.
He does. If
He's
you
a
want him to hit
large
from
creature.
reach, he can. We'll do
He
that
ain't gotta
then.
move.
So, I'm gonna roll this one, and he's going to roll a 7. So he's
Oh, 7.
slashing
plus
against the
1.
hide.
So 8. Was it a 7 on the roll or a 6?
I rolled a 4 plus 3.
Plus 3.
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
was looking at his wind scythe.
Yeah, no, I was talking. The added number is 7.
Damn.
So he swings and hits, and the elemental is now realizing that it is a wind elemental. It does not have that very deep of complex thoughts. And next up is Lex, who does have complex thoughts. And what are those complex thoughts, Lex? What are you doing in your diamond armor that you move 20 feet per movement? Being heavy. That's one thing.
I have an idea.
And Jack, you're on deck, so be ready to shotgun what you're going to do, and then we'll
I do not know
end.
how well it would work. See, I was and am going to try to roll mastery. If I roll well enough, I could theoretically use the rocks to launch me into the air and on top of the dragon. But that depends on how well I roll. I think
And that
if
would
I'd
be
able
like
to
your whole
pull
turn
that
as
off.
well.
Exactly.
But it's up to you. What do you want to
You
do?
take
I'm
fall
gonna-
damage
I'm
for
gonna
you
try it.
landing on him.
Yes, I probably would. But so would
No,
he
him.
take full damage from me. He probably would, because I'm heavy.
Very, very heavy right now,
I'd
yes.
probably weigh like 3
That
tons
would
right
be a
now.
good attack.
Not quite
actually.
3, maybe you're at like 1.2
Almost.
kilos. You're pretty
1
fucking
point-
heavy.
Yeah. Yeah, I'd say that. So the idea is to do a Zelda 2 down thrust on his dumbass on the way down, so
Yeah.
let me see. And yep, Elemental Mastery. Let's roll it. I'm going for it.
Let's see what you
Let's
got.
do it. 19!
19,
Without
very nice.
modifier, that's
2 and none, 3 and 1.
25.
Take your choice.
Okay, 3 and 1.
3 and 1.
Okay, so I'm gonna say strong, forceful, and I guess far. So it would launch me farther. I don't know if far would apply in that situation.
Oh, you're.
Well,
Wait, are you doing kinetic arts? What did you say?
Yes.
Or are you doing elemental mastery to launch yourself?
I am doing elemental mastery to launch.
Okay, so
myself.
you're launching yourself. I thought far.
Yes.
There is a tag that says far. What the fuck?
There is a tag that
They
says
knew
far. I
people
don't
were going
know
to do
what
this,
it-
so
what
never
I'm
mind.
using it for.
They had this in mind when they made this class. That is, well done, whoever made this. So, that's cool. So you're able to launch yourself.
Launch.
Where do you land? You rolled a full success, so I'd say within 4 squares.
Within 4 squares.
I mean, it's like pick an area, and I'm gonna roll a d4 and see if you land like on him or very, very close.
I'm gonna say around here
Okay.
is the general idea.
So, here, let me move him
Towards the
slightly.
Center.
So this is the center of the square here. So top left is going to be 1, top right is going to be 2. So I'm rolling a d4. You land in 3, which is here. So you do land on him, and you're going to do a d10.
Okay.
A 10. Very nice.
Ooh,
Just a
I
raw
was
10.
holding my sword downwards, so I guess it gets stabbed too, just for cinematic.
It takes a little bit of damage there. Very nice. So math. Wait, hang on.
Math. Yes, this math is made of math.
No. There we go. That's what I want. Jack, what would you like to do on your turn, sir? Sir? Think of what the paladins will do. Again, we'll hold off on the end of session, even though we don't necessarily need it anymore until later. But the paladins are on deck while Jack takes his turn.
I'm thinking. Well, I'm trying. What's that one ability I had that lets me link people?
Let you what?
The one that lets me link.
Oh, link. Oh, that's your expanded consciousness. If you have,
I'm thinking I might want to use that.
okay, so it's you have 3 points in it, just norm as you go along every day. And if you take a little bit of time to yourself, like an hour roughly, you'll regain those, I think. Yeah, when you reflect on the interconnectedness of all things, lose your remaining focus and gain 3 focus. Now, this also is what gives you your 3 armor. You have 2 armor extra over your 1, as long as you have at least 1 focus point. But you spend them as freely as you wish. You can connect your mind with other people in your group if you like for up to an hour. You can have a brief vision of the imminent future, as if you had a discern realities and asked what is about to happen. Take +1 forward when acting on the answer, which means you get a +1 to the roll. Or manipulate small objects no heavier than 1 weight, so like up to like around 5 pounds maybe, and no further than near range, so about 60 feet roughly. That range, as if with your own hands. So connect brain, +1 forward from seeing the future, or move stuff around that's not very heavy. That's what that move gives you. See, if you're wanting to do it as like a combat sort of thing, like right now, that would be like using the 3rd one to get a +1 forward to benefit yourself later on.
I'll use it right now.
Okay, so you're gonna spend the 1 on that. Because if you get closer to other people, you can spend more to try and connect your minds and stuff. Okay, so you spend 1, and you get the what is about to happen. So you've landed on him. He's attacked Manus. And he had... So... in your vision, you see him take flight and fly up above and begin spitting lightning again and fire. Important note there, I said fire. Wake up, people. I'm just kidding. Yes, so... yeah, that's a thing. And you will have... So, write a note. Here, I'll put a sticky note down. That's actually a good idea. I can't do it on this screen. I have to do it on the other. So, put a note. I had to drag it out. That's weird. So I'm going to write on this note that you have +1 forward against the dragon. If it will let me. There we go. What are the paladins doing? Quickly. We're running very late.
I was going to have him move up
Okay.
and attack. If
Move them where you wish, and then we will call it. Back to the top of the round.
I think we should just double move them, yeah.
Yeah, whatever you want.
I forgot to change the over to the measurement thing.
Oh, they... 30 feet, they can... Yeah, they have to go around.
This is as far as they can go in a single movement. Do any of them have reach?
I think reach one. They'll reach.
Yeah.
Well,
I don't believe so.
10 foot would be here and here, wouldn't it?
No, because they all have swords anyways.
So I was asking if any of them had reach. Okay. That's about all I can think of to move.
All right. We will pick this up next week. Sorry for the long session. Just trying to let you guys get through as much of this as you can.
Yeah, works out.
Because this is an even longer combat than the last one before. The last one was only long because of the dungeon. This is just like a shit situation in a shit place. Suddenly. The author said. People make active effort in writing to not use that word.
Alright, good night, guys. I'll see you next week.
Good night. See you next week.
Good night. Have a good one, guys. I will see you next time.
You too.
Alright, bro.
I promise I don't hate you, Gavin. I'm not trying to kill you specifically. This is the dragon.
No, I knew it. The minute he looked at me, I was like, oh, he knows. He's
looked
fully
at
aware.
me, and I looked at him.
Yeah, because like he had an inkling that something was going on nefarious, at least in his case, nefarious against him. But he didn't know what until just a second ago.
Oh yeah, there's a reason I have Manus as his tools, give him a lot of armor, heal himself. I was fully aware that he was probably going to get mauled by a dragon at some point.
That was like, hang on, I'll tell you exactly all three things that hit you there, because you got hit with a bite, a tail, and a claw. Bite, claw, and then tail.
I need to know how Manus gets scarred up so I can adjust his hero forge model.
Oh yeah, so one is a bite, one is a bite from the piercing. That's the piercing one. And then the claw is just a slashing, and then the tail is just a kind of a hard bludgeon. Which is why only one did piercing.
Well.
Yeah, I started to roll that, and I kind of looked at his stats, and I looked at like some numbers. And I was like, hang on, I made a mistake.
What'd you do?
I think you would still have gone down though.
Damage?
I did.
What'd you do?
However,
How much?
It's
He was only off by one.
Easily remedied. So I can tell you right now.
I also, one of my bots has Protector level 1, and I can't remember what that does.
I don't remember off the top of my head.
I can't remember if it adds